fresh, freshy, flex, fresh, fresh, freshy, flex, fresh, hell my left, got with cafe breath.
You cannot. Okay.
Holy Spirit,
They better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
You better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
Before I get them, Lord.
activate.
Hey.
Activate. Let's go. Holy Spirit, activate.
Oh no.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Okay.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Okay.
Activate.
Hey, hey,
Let's go.
they say I ain't saved cause I cuss a little bit. But you're the only judge that I need and that's it. They always in my business cause they say I backslid. They read the Holy Bible but they ain't applying it. So Holy Spirit activate. If you do it right now, that would be great. I ain't trying to smack this chick in the face. Don't you see me down here trying to change my way. So
Holy Spirit,
you better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
You better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
Before I get them, Lord.
activate.
Hey, hey, hey.
You cannot. Okay.
Holy Spirit,
They
activate.
better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
You better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
Before I get them, Lord.
activate.
Hey.
Activate. Let's go. Holy Spirit, activate.
Oh no.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Okay.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Okay.
Activate.
Hey, hey,
Let's go.
they say I ain't saved cause I cuss a little bit. But you're the only judge that I need and that's it. They always in my business cause they say I backslid. They read the Holy Bible but they ain't applying it. So Holy Spirit activate. If you do it right now, that would be great. I ain't trying to smack this chick in the face. Don't you see me down here trying to change my way. So
Holy Spirit,
you
activate.
better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
You better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
Before I get them, Lord.
activate.
Hey, hey, hey.
Hi. Good morning, or wherever it is, wherever you are. Welcome to the Shine Every Way Show. Daejhanae is not in jail. I was gonna say something else. She is not in custody. They tried it. It ain't nothing but a bunch of YouTubers going around saying it, and not some dry blogs that ain't mainstream, and stuff like that. That girl is not in custody. Where are the receipts? Okay. There's no receipts of her being in custody. So y'all can stop putting in my chat who to go look at. I want to look at all of these people. I want to look at them all. And all of them is basing it off of Metropolitan Mix. The Mexican. So that they all could go, it's him. He is the source. Okay. All right. Geraldo is the source. There's no video of Daejhanae getting arrested. Now, people have been using that as like clickbait, showing a black girl getting arrested and saying that it's Daejhanae. That's a lie. That is not Daejhanae. Y'all tried it. Like, there's no proof of her getting arrested. Ain't nobody dropped and receipts, okay, besides an interview that Geraldo went around doing. That is it. That's the only, there's no proof. And even the person that he did the interview on, even they came forward and still stated that I have no idea if she in custody. But everybody using that as the source, like, that doesn't make any sense to me. I'm confused. Fill me in. Y'all need to fill me in. Can you fill me in? Can you fill me in? I need to be filled in because we hear about this extradition process, and stuff like that. And again, it is a process. But Daejhanae's father, Bernard Jackson. Okay, Lord, I said Bernard Jackson, Lord. Bernard Robinson. There we go. That sounds better. Bernard Robinson, Lord. Okay, is live right now, as we speak. Bernard, her father, Bernard Robinson, he live right now on the Millionaire Morning Show. The Millionaire Morning Show. He's live right now, and this is what he said about the Mexican authorities and the investigation with his daughter.
How are the authorities in the United States and the authorities in the Mexican authorities communicate with you? Do they talk to you regularly? Do they just give you updates? What does that look like?
I ain't hearing from nobody down there.
Really?
Nobody.
Nah.
He said he ain't heard from nobody. Okay, so he ain't heard from nobody in America because the man asked him, the American authorities and Mexican. He said he has not heard from either one of them. He has not heard from either one. So the American authorities, the FBI, federal agents and whatnot, have not contacted Bernard and told him anything, especially of an arrest. Why would they not call and tell this man that a person that allegedly took his daughter's life is arrested? But these motherfuckers on YouTube running around talking about the girl in jail. How do you know that? How do you know? The father doesn't even know, but y'all do? Come on now. He don't know, but y'all do. Okay, that make a lot of sense. It make a lot of sense that the father is finding out secondhand information when he should be the first to know. He should be the first to know. He said he has not spoke to either the Mexican authorities nor the American. Okay, so again, everybody running around, oh, she's arrested, she's apprehended. The lies. It's the clickbait for me. It's the, is this about awareness or clout? Because let's tell the truth. If the girl is arrested, we're happy to hear it. We're happy to hear that Daejhanae would have been detained if she would have been. She has not. So why sit here and mess with this family and mess with the people that actually want to see some justice be done just so y'all could get a click and a view? Just so y'all could get a click and a view. It's crazy to me. Let's tell the truth. Let's stick with the facts. Facts is her own father, Bernard Robinson, has stated that he has not heard anything from either party. Either party. But everybody on YouTube and other places is running around like they know firsthand that Daejhanae has been apprehended, that she is detained, that she is in custody. How so? Besides of what Geraldo said. And he ain't even got no receipts of it. It's just verbal. Somebody told him, not somebody showed him, or he saw her, that know she had wherever, nothing. It's just, that's what they said. They said they got her. Okay, well, where's your proof? That's all we're going with? And everybody running around like a chicken with their head cut off, like, she's arrested, she's arrested. No. No, she's not. No, she's not. Why is it on CNN? Let me pull up CNN. Hold on, let me pull up CNN. What proof? CNN better not be saying nothing about Metropoly X. Let's see, CNN. Shanquella. Well, let's type in Daejhanae. Let's type in Daejhanae. Because you know I'm all for a good receipt, sweetie. I'm all for a good receipt. Daejhanae Jackson, Hardface Jackson, arrested. Let's see. Let's see what C of the NN had to say about this. Okay, this is not CNN. Hold on, let me pull this up. Let me pull this up so y'all can see for yourself. I don't see nothing about no CNN. I see other people, but those ain't reputable sites. I see other people. That's not mainstream. CNN is mainstream. Let's see. Boom. This is geniuscelebs.com. Who are they? Arrest warrant, that says. Then it's YouTube. We're not going to that. Is Shanquella Robinson friend Genius? Again, not reputable. I don't see nothing about CNN, sweetie. Can you send it to me? Hurry up. Can you send it to me, you? Can you send it to me? Sean Davidway Show at IG.com. Can you please drop the link for that? Can you please drop the link for that? Hurry up. Y'all love coming here just talking. You know, where are the receipts? Where we need proof. Like what? Where's the CNN article? Where is it? Hurry up. Please, y'all quick to type. It's real quick to just drop me a link. Hurry up. Send me the link of CNN, a reputable site, stating that Daejhanae has been arrested. Because I don't see nothing about no CNN saying that she's arrested. I typed in CNN, Daejhanae Jackson arrested. I don't see a piece of none of that. I don't see a piece of none of that. I don't see CNN saying shit. So, yeah, what happened? What happened? I need to see it. There's no mug shots. There's no nothing. But everybody's saying that person is arrested. Who gets arrested with no mug shot? That doesn't happen here in America. All y'all have to say cheese. So yeah, pardon Daejhanae. She ain't special. She ain't special. She needs to say cheese. Where's that? Hurry up. Where's that? Where's that? Because this man, her father, what a father said? Hurry up. Get into her daddy.
Right? That's a part of the learning. That's a part of evolution.
But then you got to have those parents in the background to make sure they get back on track. You know, let them know it don't take number 1 or 2 times to slip up, and your life can be disaster. You know, I tell everyone, you're the only one control your destination of how you want to be and how you want to live. You're the only one. But God got to be the forefront in front of to the utmost.
Are you still in contact with Mexican authorities? How are the authorities in the United States and the authorities in the Mexican authorities?
United States and Mexican, both, he stated.
Communicate with you. Do they talk to you regularly? Do they just give you updates? What does that look like?
I ain't hearing from nobody down there.
Really?
Nobody. No. Nobody.
This man ain't heard a word. This is Shanquella Robinson's father, Bernard Robinson, live right now on the Millionaire Morning Show on YouTube. He's being interviewed right now, and he has stated that he has heard nothing from either side, the Mexican government or the American government. He has not heard a word, but they run around YouTube saying, what? What? How y'all know, but her daddy don't know? Can y'all call her daddy? YouTubers, can y'all call her daddy and let her daddy know? Because that's mad confusing. Her family don't know, but y'all do. Her family has no idea that a Daejhanae is in anybody's custody. They have no idea. But these YouTubers swearing down, they do. Oh, because they know Shanquella. They know her. They do. Oh, yeah. They're part of the Robinson family. As hush-hush as the American government is already, there's only certain things they're going to let the family know. And them apprehending someone, them detaining someone, them arresting someone, you damn skippy. They're going to call and let the family know. Because now everything is about to become public anyway. Mugshots, all of that, charges, all of that. All of that's going to become very so much public. As far as Bernard knows, no one is in custody. No one has been arrested. Even the Mexican government told him prior, before Black Twitter began to roar, that they wasn't even interested in reopening the case. They weren't even interested in reinvestigating the case. But you think that they all over making sure that they get Daejhanae? Hold on. Let's listen.
Thing I heard it's been about 2 weeks ago when they called me from down there and tell me, you know, they ain't gonna.
2 weeks was the last time he spoke to anyone, American or Mexican.
Open the case back up, investigate it, and then all of a sudden.
Hold on, what you say?
The only thing I heard it's been about 2 weeks ago when they called me from down there and tell me, you know, they ain't gonna open the case back up, investigate.
They told him that they were not going to open the case back up and investigate. Yes, this is now. This is right now, him interviewing right now. He haven't heard from them. The first time he heard from them was when they told him that they weren't even interested in reopening the case. They weren't going to do none of that. And then Black Twitter started roaring. Okay? Videos starting to surface, all of that. And then he was contacted again. Okay? And we're going to listen to that part too. We're going to listen to that part too.
And then all of a sudden, the day before Thanksgiving, I'm hearing what everybody heard that the warrants had been drawn up, but they ain't put no name on it. So other than that, I'm hearing the same thing with y'all.
So he said the last thing he heard was when on Thanksgiving, when the warrant got put out for the main aggressor. There was no name put onto it. That is the last thing he heard, and he heard that publicly. He didn't even hear from them. Like so he said basically where y'all at is where I'm at. So y'all going around saying that Daejhanae is arrested, not him, because he ain't got no idea. Ain't nobody told him nothing. Ain't nobody told him shit. So yeah, as far as he's concerned, no one is in custody. No one has been arrested. Nobody. So for the people that's running around swearing up and down, they know what they're talking about. Oh, she's arrested. Oh, I know for a fact. No, you don't. No, you don't. There's no proof of that. Not a mugshot, not a nothing. No charges pending besides the warrant, and that is in Mexico. That's not in America. There's no warrant for them, for her in America as of now. She's not on the FBI most wanted list. None of that. None of that. Okay? Because she'll be pushed up the ladder with an extradition charge. She'll be like at the top of the list if she was on it in America. She would be literally one of America's most wanted. Like this is big. It's all like an international story. So again, what proof did he put up? Hold on. What proof did he put up? This says that he said that he said she is arrested. Now he proved that anybody was arrested. So yeah, he said it. A lot of other people did too. They lied as well. I mean, throw him right in that category. So I'm not following the story till everyone has their facts straight. Bloggers making it worse, running with everything without verifying first. I agree. So that's why I said, like, let's tell the truth. Like, if we're going to talk about the story, let's tell the truth so that we can keep the true meaning behind it, which is awareness and justice. But just putting anything out, again, bloggers are going to report on things that are being put out there. So, but you need to have integrity while you're saying it. So I'm not going to put out a video saying, I know for a fact she is arrested without proof of it. When I did that video and said that Daejhanae was arrested, they said it on the news. Not whether it was a typo or a mix-up or whatever, that came out of their mouth. I wasn't on a teleprompter, none of that stuff. That is what they said. And I'm going with somebody that is credible, type of situation. Mistake or not, that's their mistake. That's not a mistake that I own. But just for a person to write something in an article, a reporter, to write something in an article and people just run with it as its fact with no proof behind it. It's not like a mugshot is in that article or a picture of the arrest is in that article or anything like that. It is simply words and it's based off of hearsay. So if you're going, as a blogger, if you're going to go forward with that information, then state that you do not know, because that's what people like me do, because I don't want to make the story any blurrier than it already is. So when me reporting it, I'm saying, I have no idea if this is true. This is what's being reported, and this is where it's being reported from. It's not Sean coming forward saying, I know Daejhanae is in jail. I know they like, no, I don't know that. So I'm not about to come forward and act like I do. I'm not. And these bloggers are literally putting in the video, they know this for a fact, that this girl has been detained, and no one has shown any proof besides an article. It's always someone said, where is the person that is showing something? No one showed anything. No one has shown any receipt that this information is factual. It's all verbal. That's all it is. A story that's been told to one person, a reporter, that decided to go write it down somewhere. That is it, with no proof. So, here, flip. So again, if you're going to report on something, it's best as if you don't know, if there's no fact, there's going to be no clarity to show that what you are saying is true, then just simply say that. Just say, I don't know if it's true. I don't know, but this is what's being reported. So if it is true, I'm just letting you know, just so you know, type of situation. But again, there's no actual proof of it. So I agree. I'm just paying attention to fact. I will pay attention to what anybody in the Robinson family says, and the authorities. So if the Mexican authorities state something, I'm going to listen to that. If the American authorities state something, I'm going to listen to that. But I'm not listening to no blogger, no YouTuber, no none of that. I don't give a damn who close to the, I don't care. If it's not the family saying it, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Because if Daejhanae was arrested, why would, because ABC 7 and TMZ have contacted these family members, Bernard and Salamandra, and have interviewed both parties. So if Daejhanae was in custody, why wouldn't people want to interview them and ask them how they feel? Well, how do you feel, Mr. Robinson, that one person is now being held in detainment awaiting extradition? How do you feel about that? Like no one had reputable, because again, Bernard has no idea. If Bernard knew that Daejhanae was behind the, was apprehended, detained or whatever, or however, arrested, however you want to word it, he would definitely come out and state that. He has no idea. He ain't necessarily saying it's not true. He's just saying nobody told me nothing. I haven't spoke to them in weeks. So I mean, it is what it is. I just find that weird. I just find that is. I am going to be on here talking about it because I'm not on here stating things that I know for a fact. I'm on here with speculation and giving content how you supposed to. I'm not over here stating she's this, she's that. I don't. It's simply give commentary and state that you don't know. Don't come forward as if you are a part of this case. Because the YouTube police feel like they know what they talking about and they don't. It's all for a click and a view. So I'ma talk my ish is what I'ma do, because I want to see her get justice. Now it's basic bitches like you that shouldn't be speaking, because you ain't talking about ish. I'm coming on here with facts. I could be live right now with fake videos of black people getting arrested, saying that it's Daejhanae for a click in the view like these other hoes. I'm not doing that. I want the facts. And facts ain't no mugshot. Facts ain't nobody from the federal government came forward and said that they have anybody in detainment. Those are facts. Big dot. And that's what we over here speaking on. Don't like it, don't watch, ho. It's that simple. Rock a Robin. It'd be the basic ones. Now block her. Get her out of my life. I don't ever want to see her again. Get her out of my life. That simple. Big dots. Like whenever you get through, it's the ones that aren't lying. It should be the ones speaking. And that ain't me. I don't need to lie. There's nothing to lie about. It's about justice. While going around saying that girl is detained and all of that stuff so people can take a sigh of relief and a breath when we still need to be holding it. We still need to be holding our breath, because as far as we're concerned, there's no proof that she is arrested. That's simple. That's why I'm live. Like y'all be trying it. Like, yeah, swerve. Right. Like Big Dot, they be trying it. Like, girl, bye. Like, yeah, I am going to speak. Are you mad that I'm not over here interviewing somebody? Are you mad that Geraldo ain't sitting over here with no translator just talking? Are you mad, girl? Are you mad? Here, flip. Like, y'all be pressed. Y'all don't realize. Y'all be pressed. Because y'all faves got to do things that I don't have to do. Your faves have to do things I don't have to do. That's all that is. Your faves got to get this and that person. And I don't have to do that. And the crowd's still going to rock. We still going to be lit. Like, all of that's still going to happen. So it's like, here, flip. I don't have to lie to kick it, because homie is still alive. Let's tell the truth, because there's already so much confusion going on when it comes to this case in the first place. So let's tell the truth. I'm going to come forward. She ain't in jail. She ain't detained. She ain't arrested, as far as I know. No, she not. Her own daddy sitting here talking about he want justice for all six. All six of them need to go to jail. That's 6 people. Meaning Daejhanae would be one of them. Meaning ain't nobody called him and told him shit. But everybody on YouTube want to run around like they know. Know what? What do you know? Hurry up. Show me what you know. Don't tell me what you know, because that's all they doing is. And that's where the chaos and confusion is coming from. Because YouTube is not the police. They're not. But they want to act like they are. They want to act like they part-time creator, part-time CIA agent. You hoes ain't. Y'all are basic, average, normal, day-to-day humans, just like anybody else getting in front of a camera. You don't know, you want clout. So tell the truth. That's all. If you don't know the girl in jail, say she's not in jail. But then somebody else come forward and say she in jail, then you just add and exaggerate a bunch of information to make it look like she is, just to get people to hit click. Like, that's trash. If this is supposed to be about justice, don't do that. I've made videos stating that she's in jail, and I'm going to be right here stating I don't know that for a fact. I have no idea. This information is not credible enough for me to say that she has been detained. It's not. Who the fuck is Geraldo? Who is he? Like, he ain't the president of Mexico. He ain't an FBI agent. He ain't a CIA agent. He's none of those things. He's nothing federal. He's a reporter that says he has friends. Okay. All right. Because what Geraldo's doing in America, people be in a lot of trouble. Because there's an open investigation here too in America. You don't hear damn American coming forward talking about they got friends at the FBI, and this is what they told them about the Shanquella case. But Geraldo know everything. They done told him the whole case. Won't that affect it? This is why the FBI keep their lips sealed. So sealed, they're not even talking to the family. Like, weird. Like, but he know all of this information. It's not a problem to have a leak. It's not, this is an open, pending investigation. Geraldo talking about it like it's closed. And he got all the deets. It's weird. Because on the American side, nothing. Nothing. On the American side, not a word. But over on the Mexican side, oh, we know everything. What don't we know? He done came forward and told us the nurse is crooked, the doctor crooked, the police crooked, the medical examiner crooked, the autopsy place crooked, the funeral home crooked. Everybody crooked. El Fraudo. As far as he done said, El Crookedo. So it's just like hair flip. But there's not a word that is aligning from the American side to what the Mexican side, the Mexico side is saying. The Mexico side won't shut up, and the American side ain't said a word. That's weird. It's weird, because nothing has been confirmed. Nothing. What? The only little piece of credibility that Geraldo has right now is her truly being detained. And from what it's looking like, she's not. It don't look that way. So if there's even a piece of proof that comes out that shows right now that she is not detained, all of his credibility goes down the drain. All of it. So this is big for Geraldo. You better make sure you're telling the truth, because if you're not, you're going to have a problem. You're going to have a big issue, sir. Now, somebody translate that for him. Shut up. Somebody translate that for him. Because if this isn't true, and this is what it's looking like, that she may not be detained, she's still free, here in America, roaming, that's going to be a problem. Because everything else that he does, this is the source. This is the source. And again, her father, because I'm going to keep playing this, hold on. Her own daddy don't know, but you two do. You two swear they do. Her own daddy don't know, but y'all do. Okay.
I ain't hearing from nobody down there.
Really?
Nobody. No. Nobody. The only thing I heard has been about a week, 2 weeks ago, when they called me from down there and tell me, they gonna open the case back up, investigate it, and then all of a sudden, the day before Thanksgiving, I'm hearing what everybody heard, that the warrants had been drawn up, but they ain't put no name on it. So other than that, I'm hearing the same thing with y'all.
Do you think they're, in your opinion, do you think that they're just waiting for this kind of to die down and for people to stop talking about it? Because I personally believe that they have a financial incentive as far as tourism, trying to get people to continue to come over there and visit in order for this to go away. Do you think that they're just kind of dragging their feet because they're hoping that it die down so that they can get from under the microscope and the radar?
I'm just thinking it's the paperwork. I guess, like I said, it took me a while for the paperwork to get through transfer.
Thank you, Deanna, for the super sticker, sweetie. Thank you.
It was a lot of paperwork, so I'm thinking it's the paperwork. Yeah.
Now he's stating, Bernard, her father, is stating that there's a lot of paperwork and there is, and we're actually going to get into it. We might as well. We might as well, because since everybody running around saying this and that and this and that, and this person said it and this person said it. I don't give a good goddamn who said it. The FBI ain't said it. The Mexican government ain't said it. Interpol ain't said it. Like y'all weird. Like I don't give a good goddamn. If the people involved right here, shout out to Big Smile. She says, but the news has, send me the link, please, at ShineEverywhereShowIG.com, and we can pull it right up. Don't tell us that people are doing things. Send it. Because that's the thing that's annoying. Because if you in your mind went to go look for it, there's a lot of news sites that have covered the arrest warrant. So in your mind, just because you saw the word arrest does not mean that the site is stating that that person is arrested. It does not mean that at all. So send me the actual news site that stated this, a reputable site, CNN, ABC, somebody like that. Hell, even TMZ. I would take that because TMZ ain't said a word. None of the major platforms, the mainstream platforms, have said a word about an arrest. Okay, the ones that are going to go and fact check before they post, people like TMZ and others, they're going to go make sure, they're going to make calls, all of that, and make sure that this has happened before they go forward and state anything, is what they're going to do. So sites that just post things, that does not mean that they're the news. It does not mean that. It does not mean that I can make a site right now, and just because you see it on the internet, when you Google something, it doesn't mean it's real. It's just me. Like, that's just what I'm stating. It doesn't make it fact. But I'm pretty sure the news fact checked with Interpol. Here's another thing. Let me pull this up real quick because y'all not about to keep putting too much on Interpol. On Interpol, y'all not about to keep zooming in. Let's pull this up. Where is it? Bam. Make a bag of. Let me move your comments. Hey, Shantavia girl. Okay, it says right here. Can Interpol arrest U.S. citizens? The most common misconception about Interpol red notices is that they are international arrest warrants. They are not. Interpol is an international organization of 194 members, states including Australia, created to enhance worldwide police cooperation. It does not have the power itself to arrest or detain anybody. Okay? So stop with the Interpol arrested her. Stop with the Interpol detained her. No, they did not. They cannot arrest. Interpol cannot arrest. Interpol cannot detain. Interpol is basically mail. Yeah. Interpol isn't a person. Okay? Interpol is a collective committee of people from all different countries and whatnot that work together with crime. So if there's crime committed in other places, and whatnot, it helps with the extradition process. So they're the committee that helps with that. That's what they do. Okay? Interpol does not arrest anyone. So when people say, even in his article, let's go to his article that he put up. Where is it? Hurry up. Hurry up. Hurry up. Hurry up. Oh, y'all, this is annoying. Is it gonna pull on? What's going on here? Did he delete it? Geraldo, I know you ain't deleted. Refresh. Geraldo, let me find out. Did he delete the article? Because this is bookmarked, the article. Oh, did he delete it? This was y'all proof right here. Hold on. Hold on. Let me see. Let me make sure. Let me go look this way. Let me go look another way. Let me go look another way. Oh no, it's still not pulling. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let me go type it in myself. I know you ain't deleted. Let's see. Let me type that in there. Okay, because this was where it was at. Oh, hold on. Let me pull. Boom. Y'all, he deleted the article. Can anybody else go to Metropoly X and try to pull up the article? Because I went to Google and I Googled it. Hold on, I'll show y'all. Hold on, so y'all don't think I'm lying. Hold on. Let me copy, paste. Hold on. Paste. Search. Now, if you look, boom, let me pull this up. This happened November 28th. During the night of November 28th, Daejhanae Jackson was arrested by Interpol agents. Interpol cannot arrest. He said Interpol agents. No, they can't arrest. What Interpol does, because whoever is requesting the extradition would be Mexico, they're fully responsible for paying for it. Okay, so they have to pay for all of the fees and it could get really expensive for them to pay to get the person extradited, right? So it's Mexico's responsibility to pay for it. Okay. With that being said, Mexico will be responsible for hiring agents within America, to do so. So Interpol is not going to literally send someone to arrest somebody because they do not arrest. So that's why when I was doing my research last night after I got off live, when the article was up as of last night, when it says that, because it says right here, arrested by Interpol agents. Interpol does not arrest, and they don't have any agents of arrest. They're not officers of the law. They're not. They're basically paperwork is what Interpol is. A treaty that certain countries and whatnot have all worked together to make extradition easy so that it's not hard. But now, if y'all, as far as I can see, because when you click right here, this is Metropoly MX. When you click this, hold on, let me show y'all what come up. Because it's buffering. Hold on, it's buffering. Hold on, let me share this other screen. Buffering. Oops. Buffering. Hold on. Buffering. Hold on, let me try to find it this way because it's still not loading. Hold on, let me try to find it this way. Okay, boom. Okay, there we go. Okay, well, if you search it that way, because I copied and pasted from right here, then you can find it because it looks like this is hold on. Cut, paste. Hopefully it works. No, it pulls me back up to this. Well, let me do this and share the screen this because it's not pulling up, but it pulls up. It's on this screen. So let me pull it up right here. Right here, boom. So now here go the article, but I don't know. I don't know if the link is broken but it's right here. So right here, during the night of November 28th, Daejhanae Jackson was arrested by Interpol agents. Okay, now let's pull this back up. Can Interpol arrest U.S. citizens? Myth 1. Interpol agents make arrests. Okay? No. Matter how convenient this is as a dramatic device, there are no Interpol agents out there carrying GUNs, breaking down doors, and arresting suspects. It's not what Interpol does. I'll make this bigger. Interpol does not arrest. They do not have agents that arrest. That is a myth. That is a myth. Okay? That is not true. It's not true. It's not. And then I'll pull this up too. So let's actually get into Interpol. Let's actually get into it. Well, let's pull up the FBI first. Okay. So what authority do FBI agents have to make arrests in the United States, its territories, or foreign soil? In the U.S. and its territories, the FBI agents may make arrests for any federal offense committed in their presence or when they have reasonable grounds to believe that the person to be arrested has committed or is committing a felony violation of U.S. laws on foreign soil. FBI agents generally do not have authority to make arrests except in certain cases where, with the consent of the host country, Congress has granted the FBI extraterritorial jurisdiction. Okay, so again, if anybody was going to be detaining Daejhanae, it would be the FBI. It would be an FBI agent or something in that regard. It would not be an Interpol agent because they don't have those. They don't have those. The only Interpol agents are the ones that's doing filing paperwork for like red notices and things in that nature. And we can pull up a red notice. We can pull that up. What's a red notice? Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that. Interpol red notices. That's what I'm saying. Let's pull up the facts, or let's pull up the facts, or an Interpol red notice is the closest instrument to an international arrest warrant in use today. Interpol, the National Criminal Police Organization, circulates notices to members countries listing persons who are wanted for extradition. So again, Mexico is a part of the Interpol treaty with the UN, and the US is as well. So that means that there are certain rules within Interpol that they would follow due to the treaty that they have with one another, okay? And Interpol is to issue, again, paperwork like arrest warrants, and things in that nature. So that's all they are. They don't go and pick up nobody, and all of that. And red notices are not always granted. That they're not. It's a vote process that takes place. So again, other people, even other countries, they'll all be involved within like the voting process and whatnot, but usually it's not made an issue depending on how dire the circumstance is. Okay, so that is what is being noted here. Again, these are not police officers, or federal agents, and none of that is true. So the names of the persons listed in the notices are placed on lookout lists. Okay. When a person whose name is on the list comes to the attention of the police abroad, the country that sought the listing is notified through Interpol and can request either his provisional arrest if there is urgency. And we'll get into provisional arrest if there is an urgency, or can file a formal request for extradition. So again, let's get right back into this. When a person whose name is on the list, so Mexico put Daejhanae's name on that list, okay, of Interpol, with Interpol, so that Interpol can put out a red notice so that there can be a warrant issued for Daejhanae. That is the only part of the process that has been taken care of. That is it. That is it. Okay. So again, process. It's not just they sent the arrest warrant, get her. No, that's not what's happening. So let's break that down as well. So right here, when a person whose name is on that list, which Daejhanae's name is now on the Interpol list, the attention of the police abroad, that country, which would be US, okay, that sought the list, Mexico, the listing abroad that is notified through Interpol and can request either his or her provisional arrest if there is an urgency, or can file a formal request for extradition. Okay, so the first part has happened. Now, the filing the formal request for extradition, that I believe is the process that's going on now. It says here, please be aware that if a red notice is issued, the prosecutor's office is obligated to do whatever work is required to produce the necessary extradition documents within the time limits prescribed by the controlling extradition treaty whenever and wherever the fugitive is arrested. So that means that the fugitive would be arrested here within the United States so that it can be sent to the country that is requesting them. With that being said, let's get back in to that. So for allegations, okay, we ain't there yet. So because I want to break it down as we read it. So Mexico, because what it's stating here is that the prosecutor's office, which would be Mexico, is obligated to do whatever work is required to produce the necessary extradition documents within the time limits prescribed by the controlling extradition treaty. So that means Mexico has a certain time frame in getting all the information in, the documents needed for the extradition. So that's their responsibility. So the case needs to be basically solved type of situation when sending that for, extradition, so that they can send them back over there, to give them no reason to not. So Mexico, like, again, the police report, the autopsy, none of that stuff still makes sense. None of that makes sense. So how can Mexico be prepared? Because you can't have all of these burning questions, and whatnot. It needs to be a slam dunk case type of situation. Hair flip. It has to be. It can't be messy and a bunch of things that aren't done, paperwork that should have been submitted but not submitted because they're trying to withhold certain information. They got to be cut and dry. They got to open up everything and give America everything so that they know without a shadow of a doubt that this person, and it's just as well, because America is still responsible for protecting their citizens. So if they sending them a bogus case on the person that they're trying to extradite, then America can say no. They don't have to be like, yeah, they'll be like, oh no, from what you sent us, we don't know if, so we can't give you, our citizen and just let you do whatever, after that, when we don't know for sure if this happened. This case isn't cut and dry. But if it's cut and dry, then it's really no reason, for this is why Mexico really messed up by letting them go, by sending them back to America, letting them come back, because it makes the process difficult, type of situation. So Mexico has to be completely transparent. They cannot leave any nail unhit, any dot undotted, any T uncrossed. They have to be transparent. And with as messy as this case is, or where it seems to be a lot of fraudulent things going on, who knows how honest Mexico is going to be. So again, America doesn't just have to be like, oh, well, because of the video, that's not enough. We need an open and check case. And then everything has to be translated, because everything has to be done in Spanish. Mexico is not about to do everything in English and then send it. No, it's all going to be done in Spanish. And then Interpol will, transcribe everything and put it in English and all of that, and then have it sent over, to America. So it's like both parties are working through Interpol. Mexico and the United States are working with Interpol, through Interpol, sending each other information. So all the information, the paperwork, is going through Interpol. That is the only thing Interpol has to do with this. They're not arresting anybody. They're not doing any of that. Interpol don't have agents that go arrest people. They don't do that. Okay? Not their territory. So again, that would be the FBI. If anybody was going to arrest Daejhanae, it would be the FBI, not Interpol. Again, they don't arrest. So let's finish this. So okay, extradition treaty, wherever the fugitive is arrested. Okay. Further, the prosecutor's office is obliged to pay the expenses pursuant to the controlling treaty. Those expenses, which can be quite high, will typically include the cost of translating the extradition documents. Again, I just told y'all, Mexico is going to write everything in Spanish. Interpol is going to transcribe everything. So with Interpol transcribing, all of this has to be paid for, and it is not cheap. It is not cheap. It isn't. So again, that's a process too. We're paying for everything because this coming out of Mexico pocket. Not that Mexico broke anything, but it's coming out of their pocket. They got to pay for it. So it's more so of how things move within Interpol, is how important it is. So it's up again to Mexico to show how important this is to them, because it shouldn't matter the cost. Do it. It shouldn't matter the cost. Do it. Get it done. get her done type of situation. So we'll see how much this matters to them. Although Shanquella's father, Bernard, stated that Mexico told him that they weren't even interested in opening up this case before it became viral. They said that we have no interest of reopening this. So again, how much did Mexico care if the father is on the phone letting you know certain things and you're still just like, yeah, we don't have any interest. And then Black Twitter explodes, and then all of a sudden it's, hey, remember about that case? Yeah, we changed our mind. Yeah, you know, you right. You right, sir. We should look into this. You right. You know, type of situation. So yeah, but they're going to expect them to be extremely transparent. It is also rumored that the villa in Cabo that they were at had cameras. In certain places there were cameras. So the FBI, they're gonna want all of that. And it's not in the FBI's jurisdiction to go over to the Cabo villas and whatnot and get that's Mexico. Y'all have to take care of that. Y'all have to take care of that. But we need to see everything. This needs to be open and shut, you know, type of case. So yeah, here flip. So but let's keep reading. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. So okay, translate extradition documents. It may include hiring costs of local counsel to represent the United States. Okay. Further, so even paying for them to have an attorney, because a court appointed, but not like an expensive one, but whatever. Further, these obligations will which remain until the fugitive is arrested or the red notice is withdrawn. So there's a possibility that if the extradition process isn't handled within the time frame that they're given, which is usually, I believe, 40 to 60 days, then the red notice from the Interpol can be withdrawn. So there's no longer a warrant for her arrest, you know, and things in that nature. So again, is Mexico trying to just wait it out, you know, just so that they don't have to necessarily deal with it, because then it will fall onto America, rather they will want to prosecute them for it, the Cabo 6 for it? We don't know, because you only have a certain amount of time. You don't get years, you know, and whatnot. No. You have to handle it in a timely fashion. It's you know, it seems as if a long situation, but it's really not. It only takes a few weeks, you know, to get this done. If the information through Interpol, because it's more so going to be Interpol. The information that's in the Interpol, if it's not enough, you know, America's going to say that, like, well, that's not enough for us to send you our citizen. It's not enough, because there still leaves doubt. It still leaves opportunities and speculation that other things could have transpired. So make it so that you have the person, you have proof of the life taking, you know, and whatnot, and you have proof about the parties being involved. So just the Cabo 6 being there is not enough. You got to show us that you know that they were involved. You have to show us that. It's not just this story went viral, send them all over there. No, there's a legal process that has to go through. And America is very critical, you know, on their stuff. Mexico's, their rules are a little bit different, you know, but when America, they don't take kindly to just handing their citizens over. They're not going to just do that. You got to prove it. Like, show us why we should give you them. We're not just going to be like, oh, okay, well, there's a video, so here you go. No, it doesn't work like that. So again, and with all the crooked things going on, who knows how transparent Mexico will be. But to keep reading. So, okay, further obligation. Okay, sorry. Hiring counsel representatives of the United States. Further, these obligations, which remain until the fugitive is arrested or red notice is withdrawn, may result in the prosecutors who have succeeded the assistant United States attorney who originally requested the red notice, which would be Mexico, having to prepare the documents and arrange for payment of a hefty fees years after the fugitive originally fled from the United States, which is the same rules, whether you fled from or to. In this case, Daejhanae fled to the United States. That is why Mexico is requesting the extradition and the red notice, okay? Because she fled the country. Therefore, it is important for prosecutors to make certain that the case is significant enough for warrant placing their offices under such a burden in deciding whether or not to request assurance of a red notice. So again, a red notice is not something that is taken lightly. It's a big deal. to send out a red notice. And when you do send out a red notice, there's a certain amount of time that you have. And if you don't, then they'll withdraw it. They'll just like, oh, okay, well, we don't have this and we don't have that. So we got to move on. There's other cases that we got to deal with. And this ain't that. So with the Shankwella case, and again, it's proving. How can Mexico say that Daejhanae fled the country if she was not being charged with anything? That police report does not state a crime. It does not. So with Daejhanae and them getting back on that flight, they have to prove that they fled. How am I fleeing a country of something I'm not being charged with? Now, if they came there and found out that Shankwella her life had been ended, and this was now a femicide, if this was that and they weren't there, they weren't present, they had already flown out and whatnot, that's fleeing. But for the police to have been with them moments to hours before them flying out, how were they fleeing? You got to prove that, Mexico. I'm just saying, you got to prove that. Y'all let them go without a problem. They boarded those flights and they came back to America. What were they fleeing? You can't just say that, Mexico. It don't work like that. You can't just say it. You got to prove it. You got to. How did they flee? When y'all willingly let them leave your state. They didn't have a problem exiting. Because again, there was no crime reported. The crime was not reported until after they left. So did they leave the country or did they flee the country? I mean, an attorney would have a great time with that. That would be great. That would be a great piece of defense, against Mexico. Like, well, how did you have to prove my client fled? My client willingly got on the flight and was not told that they could not leave. Their passports were not suspended or anything in that nature. Because if you commit a crime in Mexico, they take your passport, all of that stuff. You don't keep those things. No, they take it and they arrest you. That's simple. They're not giving you your passport now. You can't even get on a flight without that passport. So you can't leave. You got to stay here. No passports were confiscated or anything like that. Y'all let them go. And the girl, and it's not like she just had the internal injuries. Shankwella had injuries to her face, her forehead, her eye, her mouth. They're evident. It was very transparent that something happened to her other than alcohol poisoning, and you did nothing. Y'all let all six guilty people go. So you got to prove that. So you got that, because it's the fleeing. Like, how did they flee? Again, I get that a crime was done. I get that. And with them leaving, it would be considered them fleeing. That it would be considered that. But how if that's not what's happening? Because if they flee, then why? How did they get through security? How did they get back on foot? Like, because that's a different type of flee. Again, if somebody commits the crime in Mexico, an American, and they're looking for American, they're not just going. It's not going to be easy for them to get back on that flight, because at that point in time they are fleeing. They are. Mexico, they have computers and whatnot, just like we do. So just like if something happened here, they got TLA, at the airport and whatnot, that will be looking out, for whoever the suspect is. They do that. Mexico got the same thing. So they should have been looking for they weren't looking for nobody. There was no crime committed. That's a lot. That's a lot. Yeah, I know y'all all over YouTube. They talking about the shit. I get it. It's all over YouTube as of this morning that girl is arrested. I'm confused. Yeah. Everybody's saying that she's confused, but have y'all seen, is there a mugshot all over YouTube? Is there a mugshot all over YouTube? Is there a video of the arrest all over YouTube? That's the thing. That I feel like that's why people are confused, because there's no proof of an arrest. It's just people stating that she is arrested with no facts backing what they're saying. It's just we just supposed to believe them, because why would they lie? Mm-hmm. We supposed to just believe Geraldo, because why would he lie? We just supposed to believe these people. Like, okay, I guess. I mean, I guess that's how you feel about it. Not you. I'm talking about the YouTubers. I dropped something in my coffee. Now I don't want to drink it. I need a new one. So right, no mugshot. No mugshot. No mugshot. None. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. So this is your person all conclusion? You think that the reporter is lying? I don't think that the reporter is lying. I think that he's taking information that other people are giving him that may not be correct or may be premature. It may be premature. I don't think that he's lying. I just think that whoever is telling him certain information isn't being all the way honest, or maybe stating what is going to happen versus to what has happened. So again, I wouldn't say that Geraldo is a liar. I wouldn't say that, because again, he's not coming forward stating that he is the one that knows this information firsthand. He's saying that his reliable sources, he called them reliable, sources have told him said information, and I can't tell him that he's lying. I can't. There could very so much. He could have a real, genuine source that could be, or he could have a real, genuine source that's blowing smoke up his arse. Because again, just saying, because again, there's no proof of any of this. There's no proof, and he is a reporter, so for him to think that they're going to be giving him all of this information on an open case, it's like the case is open. You going out here saying all of this stuff, like ain't nobody been arrested yet as far as we know. So really, it's just a lot. It's just a lot. I hear she's in FBI custody waiting for extradition. Okay, y'all brought up the FBI. See, I'm gonna bring up real tangible receipts every time y'all say something, unlike y'all face. Where is it? Boom. Let's get into it. Since y'all want to talk about this, since the FBI got her in custody, let's get into it. So, extradition of fugitives to the United States. This is also from, I Googled that as well. I have that, and it basically says the same thing, just more so of looking at how laws are stipulated in other countries. Shout out to Lab Guys and Gossip. She said a North Carolina news station has been reporting Joe Bruno and said he hasn't been able to confirm. Shout out to Lab Guys and Gossip. He hasn't been able to confirm. Thank you, Laugh Guys and Gossip. She is someone has been keeping very close attention to this case, even making phone calls and whatnot to make sure that information is accurate. So shout out to Laugh Guys and Gossip. Y'all make sure y'all go check her out. So since people bringing up the FBI and that the FBI has her in custody, let's get into it. Provisional arrest is an interim arrest of a fugitive by requested state before the representing state submits a formal extradition request. Now let's get into provisional arrest real quick before we move on in this article. Let's get into that. What is a provisional arrest? A provisional arrest is an interim arrest of a fugitive. Okay, however you said interim. Arrest of a fugitive by the requested state before requesting the state submits a formal extradition request. Its purpose is to prevent the fugitive's flight from the requested state before the requesting state has the opportunity to present the full request. Okay, so when it was stated that the Cabo Six's passports and stuff was taken away, that's what that is, a provisional arrest. So that they can't fly out, they can't go out of the side of the country, they have to stay where they are until the extradition request is submitted for them to be extradited. So it's like, you can't move until we finish filing this, because when it's filed, that is when it's going to be figured out if there's actually an arrest going to be made. And that provisional arrest would be made by the FBI, just like I said earlier, Interpol, like Geraldo said in his article, they would not arrest Daejhanae. They would not arrest her. It would be the FBI. Now, people are stating that the FBI now it's not the Interpol agents, although the information that everybody's going off of is Metropolitan MX, and they said that Interpol agents, not FBI agents, Interpol agents went and arrested her. Now it's the FBI. Y'all make up your mind. Make up which lie, I guess, are we going with? Because federal means FBI, the Federal Bureau of Investigation, them. Okay? Not Interpol agents. Gross. Like, they don't even exist. So I'm here flip. So now it's the FBI. Okay. All right. Now it's the FBI. Send me the link of her mom confirming it, please. Sean Debunking Show at IG. At IG, Sean Debunking Show. Please send me the link so we can all pull it up and know what you know. Please. But we don't want you to know by yourself, Cassie. We don't want you to know alone. We don't want you to know alone. Send it to us so we can know too. We're jealous. We want to know that her mom confirmed it too. We're jealous. Send it to us. We want to know too. We want to know what you know. We want to see what you've seen. We don't want to hear what you've seen. That's what we're dealing with YouTubers and whatnot right now. We want to know. Back into proof, back into actuality. Let's get back into facts. Let's get back into that. Let's get back into tangible. Let's get back into that. Let's get back into that. Now, not hearsay. Let's get into facts. Oh my God. So, provisional arrest is an interim arrest of a fugitive by the requested state before the requesting state submits a formal extradition request. Its purpose is to prevent the fugitive flight from the requested state before the requesting state, which would be Mexico, has the opportunity to present the full request. Commonly, provisional arrests require only a statement by the requesting state that the person is accused or convicted for an extraditable crime, meaning they don't need any proof to get the provisional arrest started. All they need is a statement, basically. So all it took for Mexico to say is, look, we got a warrant for her. We issuing a warrant for her here. Put her under provisional arrest because we want her. We want y'all to send her to us. Okay. So they ain't got to send no videos. They ain't got to send no proof, and they got to do nothing. A statement is enough. That's all it takes. Okay. It's simply a statement. All right. Let's keep going. Here, flip. Let's keep going. Let's stick with the facts. Commonly, a provisional request requires only a statement by the requesting state that the person is accused or convicted of an extraditable crime, which femicide is extraditable, okay? A brief summary of facts, proof of identity, and an assurance that the complete extradition request will be submitted within the period specified in the treaty, which we read earlier on the Interpol treaty, which is 40 to 60 days. Okay, 40 to 60 days. All right. So, right. Oh, it said right here. Oh, Lord, look at the Lord. Look at the Lord. Right here. It says extradition request will be submitted within the period specified in the treaty, which as a general rule will be within 40 to 60 days after the fugitive is arrested. Okay. So if they were to this process already, if they were at this process already, then Daejhanae will be arrested by the FBI. By the FBI. Okay? So that means that they would arrest Daejhanae, and then they would have, Mexico would have 40 to 60 days to get the rest of the information in before the extradition process would start, before they would send Daejhanae back to Mexico. Okay? For that process to be started, she would have to be arrested by federal FBI, not Interpol, like it says in the article on Metropolitan MX. The FBI would have to arrest her. And with the FBI arresting her, she would have a mugshot. She would have a mugshot if the FBI arrested her. She does not have one. Because to arrest someone, there's charges behind the arrest. That's the whole point of the mugshot. That's the whole point. That's the whole point. And they will all be for extradition charges. It would not be for any charge in America because she's not being charged here. She's not being prosecuted here. She would be being held. Well, not a piece of a receipt. Well, not a piece of a receipt. Y'all keep saying said. I have not seen anybody say he showed y'all anything. What did he show y'all? I don't care about what he said. So, what did he show you? That's what we're paying attention to. We're doing facts. I don't want to hear. I don't know him. I don't believe nothing he say. I don't know him. Who is he? Who is he to give me any information? I don't have any cases. That'll be the only time I would even consider anything that comes out of his mouth. Yeah. If he was representing me, he's not. He ain't. No. What facts has he given? What did he show you? I don't care what he said. Because he brought Geraldo on his show, and Geraldo just said a lot. He didn't do anything. He didn't show any facts of anything. Just a bunch of talking. He ain't showed not a piece of proof. Put in the chat who is showing proof of things. We need tangible, because it's becoming a mess. It's becoming a mess. It's like, is this about Shanquella or is this about YouTubers? Like, we want to know if this girl really arrested and what does it take to make sure that she is. That is what we're trying to figure out. I don't give a good goddamn about what these other people on YouTube are saying. I want to know what they showed you. What FBI agent did they interview? Like, girl, no, that's what we're not going to do. It's already a mess. It's already a mess. It's already starting to once again get off of Shanquella and onto other people. Y'all saying in the chat what other YouTubers are saying, and none of y'all saying the daddy said this, the mom said this, the sister said this. I don't care about what nobody else got to say, honestly. I don't care about what a YouTuber said. What did they show you? Y'all sent me over to a person channel last night for nothing. Oh, this person got a video of it. No, they don't. Go over to this person because this dude has it. No, we don't. I went over there and he's showing a clip from the interview that Geraldo just did last night. That ain't no damn proof. I'm just like, yeah, again, that doesn't show us anything. We need to deal with facts because then we get to keep going with the justice. If I listen to these YouTubers, then we might as well just kick back because Daejhanae is arrested and all we got to do is work on the other 5. And that ain't true. It's not true. Shout out to Deanna for the super sticker. It's not true. Ain't nobody proved anything. Put a YouTuber in the chat that has proved something. If they have not proven anything, something tangible, I don't care. I don't care. Just because a person got attorney in their name does not make them the law. They know about it. A bunch of unread ass books behind them that they know about it. They're not it. So it does. Oh, it makes it true because he's an attorney. So it's definitely true. No, it's not. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. And ain't nobody gonna check me about it. Not even him. No, it ain't. He ain't got no proof that that girl is behind bars. None at all. He lied with no hair and big teeth. It's that simple. That's it. And that same blue suit. Like, so don't get me started, because we can go there. We could go there. We could go there. What a like that. What a like that. What a like that, because I'm getting annoyed. I'm getting annoyed. Lord, I'm getting annoyed. Let me go get Michael Cuz, because the likes is not where they're supposed to be. I'm getting annoyed, Lord.
She's Michael Jackson.
It's
a little bit.
You get to be off guard now.
Now, how you gonna say? Now, the other day you came to me saying that you was trying to do something. How we gonna support you? Now, here's the thing. How we gonna support you? We don't know. If we ask Michael,
Janet will hit it anytime.
I didn't want to put.
Come on now, you got that Jackson blood.
Oh my God! You been mentioning that y'all's name.
I wish I was a Jackson. I sing anytime they ask me. Come on now.
Let me try. I mean, my throat is not together.
That's
but
all right.
I'll try. No weapon formed against me, no, shall prosper. Now, it won't work. He will do what he said he would do. He will stand by your side. He will come through. So don't be afraid of your enemy. He'll hold you through the day.
Uh-oh. Wait, I just
Y'all tried it. Hit the like. Hit the like. I said what I said. I said what I said. And it's that simple. That's why I said, don't get me started, because I'll go there. Like I said, it ain't nobody that hit go live that I'm scared of. Who? I'll call it just like I see it. I'll call it just like I see it. Just because he's sitting over there with them teeth and that blue suit does not mean that what he says is like law, like Bible. It's not. Like, I promise. I promise. He'll change that suit. Now back into the facts. Okay, big dot unchecked. Back into the facts of the situation. Now, okay, it says with general rule 46 days. Okay, future after the arrest. Okay. If the formal extradition request is not made by the treaty deadline, the requested state may release the fugitive from custody. So if Mexico does not get this together within the necessary time frame, basically a solved case, okay, after the arrest, 40 to 60 days, which again, we have no proof that she's been arrested. We don't have any proof of that. If they don't do it, then the request will be basically withdrawn, and they'll free Daejhanae from custody. They'll have to let her go after she's arrested. And as far as we're concerned, she has not been arrested yet. We don't know that, because again, there will be a mugshot. Okay, and it is being stated here with extradition that the person is arrested where they are within this country that they are in. So that means that Daejhanae would be arrested here, and in America does mugshots. America places charges upon people so that they know why they're being arrested. Miranda rights and whatnot have to be read here in America. Now, would Blue Suit disagree with that? Would Blue Suit disagree with that? Is that not fact? I mean, anyone that is arrested, a mugshot is to follow. It is to follow, like especially if you're being brought into custody. She would be being brought into custody. So she would have a fingerprint and mugshot beforehand. Like she absolutely would. She ain't special. She is not special. She isn't. So where's the receipt on that? Where's the receipt on this mugshot? Since, you know, people swear they know she's arrested. Are you sure? You sure? Because as far as I'm concerned, he read that article just like anybody else did, right? Didn't Blue Suit read the article? Didn't he have that on his show? He knows so much. He's so well connected. Why he ain't got no little piece of file or little piece of email from a federal agent that's letting him know, yes, we have her in custody? That's proof. Not because he opened his mouth. He may be your God, but he's not mine, I promise you. He may be your legal God, but he ain't mine. So, yeah, I'll pass on all of that. I'll pass on what somebody said. Show me what somebody, show me the money. Show me what somebody proved. Talking is not proving. There needs to be action behind it. You reading a law book or haven't read a law book, what that means? It's plenty of attorneys on motherfucking YouTube. He is not the only one. And ain't none of them saying what he's saying. Don't y'all find that weird? It's plenty of attorneys on YouTube talking about Shanquella's case. He the only one I know that says that Daejhanae arrested. Ain't none of the other ones saying it. So I don't know. I find that to be a little weird. But I mean, hey, it is what it is. Shout out to MH. Please investigate cold cases for our community. I absolutely will. Someone just sent me a case, and then another woman sent me 2 cases. So I'm working on 3 different videos right now as we speak, because this again is what we do, not because it's popular. You are on point, because where he come from, the Mexican guy could be an actor. I come to you and Jaguar for the truth. Love you, Sean and family. Thank you so much, and shout out to Jaguar. Right, love you, Jaguar. How could she be still sitting up with the, and there'll be another attack in the first video? She's still alive. Agreed. But Geraldo said there, he said that there was a second video, and then he said, no, it ain't. Now, when he said that she passed away in the first video. But I guess since he was on the Blue Suit show, that everything he said was the truth. You know, he was on the Blue Suit show. He was over there with that bald fade and teeth. And so it got to be true. Okay. All right. Okay, girl. All right. Yes, she is. Watch. Yeah, I did. And again, I didn't see anything. I saw him post a video of an interview. What we going over there for? Move right along. What are Geraldo's credentials? He a reporter over there in Mexico. That's about it. That's about it. That's about it, girl. Like I said, y'all can start referring me to YouTubers that ain't got no proof of nothing. Y'all went over to that other YouTuber too, and he had shit. Nothing. Not a mug shot. Not a video of the arrest. Nothing. Went over there and dead end. Y'all went over there too. Nothing. I went over there too. Nothing. Nothing. Still think she free. That other person channel, he ain't make me feel. I feel the same way. She's still free. Again, who made y'all actual police officers? He's the director of his local paper. Correct. Correct. That's it. That is absolutely it. That's it. That is it. So yay. So y'all go over there and listen to Blue Suede Suit if y'all want to. Moving right along, just like he can read the law, we can too. Just like he can comprehend it, we can too. You don't have to go to law school to understand law. Here, Flip, but you know, there's been plenty of people that have represented themselves and have gotten off. Yeah, and there's been plenty of attorneys that have represented people and still motherfucking lost. So yeah, here, Flip. Let's not make it seem like Blue Suede Suit is Suede Suit is 0-3000 with his cases. Let's not act like he ain't won 100 cases and lost 100 cases. Like it's pretty even. That's why he on YouTube instead of somebody goddamn courtroom making 10 times. Y'all, okay, back to this article, because we could go there. We could go there. Like we could go there. Like we can. Like, ugh, y'all not about to force credibility. You either credible or you aren't. Like, I mean, it's that simple. Because we could go there. Like, we absolutely can. Okay? Y'all keep bringing up them chicklets in that damn suit if y'all want to. But that's on y'all. Obviously, y'all want him cussed out. That's all that is. Moving right along. A failure to submit the request by the treaty deadline ordinarily will not bar the requesting state from submitting a later request for extradition. So that means that they could still do it again. It doesn't mean that, you know, just because they didn't meet the requirements that they can't do it again. However, since the provisional arrest has alerted the fugitive to the possibilities of extradition, once released, he may flee before formal request is submitted. So if they free Daejhanae because this request is not submitted properly and within the deadline of the time frame that they give it, when they free her from custody, she can go wherever she wants. She could go wherever she wants. So she could flee and go to another country, you know, and whatnot. And then ain't nothing, you know, said country could do. I mean, besides file another notice through Interpol to get another warrant. for that person, so they can put them under provisional arrest all over again. That's all they could do. But before that is submitted and granted, if they leave prior to, then they got to find out which country they went to, and then contact that country if they're part of the treaty, and start the process all over again. But this time, just with a whole new country type of situation. So again, I feel like this is information that needs to be stated instead of people, oh, she's arrested, without a piece of proof. So yeah, let's keep going. So, okay, sorry, may flip. Okay, because provisional arrests are sought in cases of urgency, which this will be urgent. It follows that a request for provisional arrest might be made very quickly. So again, a provisional arrest could be made fast. So with Daejhanae allegedly being arrested, that would be true if there were mugshots, etc. Because charges and all of that are being brought up. They're just foreign charges. They're not charges here. So what would be listed is her warrant that is in Mexico. It would not be a warrant listed for America because, again, she did not commit a crime here. Am I off, Blue Soy Suit? Am I lying? I'm not an attorney. I mean, but you don't got to be. That's common sense. I get it ain't common no more, but that's common sense. She has no warrant here. That's why the FBI would be detaining her, holding her until she will really be getting arrested, which is Mexico. That's arrest and thrown in jail when she get there, not here. Okay. Am I lying, chicklets? Am I lying? All your teeth in the front? Am I lying? Like, yeah, no, that's common sense. Like, okay, she would be arrested by the FBI, but it would be for charges elsewhere. Okay, so again, fingerprints, mugshot, all of that would be in existence. Okay, and then they would have 40 to 60 days to get her. So right now, at this point in time, they're not put on a crunch with the 40 to 60 days because there's no proof that Daejhanae has been arrested. So that 40, 60-day rule with the treaty has not kicked in yet. That hasn't kicked in yet until the arrest, okay? Which we have no proof of. Now, America's private, but they're not that damn private. They're not that damn private. They're not private enough to where they're withholding mugshots and charges and stuff. No. No, they're not that private. No. It ain't like she is the T word, an terrorist, or something like that. Okay, that they might hide as much information about that as possible. But what they did, no. Because the FBI will want America to know. Because it's a big story. America made the FBI open up the investigation here. That was because of America, not because of Mexico. Because Mexico told Bernard Shanquella Faza, let's get into it. What Mexico tells Shanquella Faza? Let's get into it.
Tourism.
No, hold on.
The warrants have been drawn up and open the case back up, investigate.
Okay, right here.
Nobody. The only thing I heard has been about 2 weeks ago when they called me from down there and tell me, they open the case back up, investigate it, and then all of a sudden, the day before Thanksgiving, I'm hearing when everybody heard that the warrants have been drawn up, but they ain't put no name on it.
So again, Mexico was not even interested in reopening this case until it became a viral one. So why wouldn't Mexico and the United States want us to know that they have her in custody? They would want us to know that. We're the reason they're doing it in the first place. Clearly, Shanquella's father and mother were not enough. That's why they credit Black Twitter. Here, flip. But now we're expecting. Lady says, hold on, get into her comment. She says all of the major news outlets are saying she is not arrested. Where's Blue Sway suit and them teeth? Lord. Is he still y'all God? I'm confused. Where's them teeth? Is he gonna go live and say that I messed up or that I'm not right? Hurry up. Bring that shiny head, them teeth and that blue suit live and let us know what's going on since you know. Okay. Since you got the teeth. Okay, girl. Can you go live, please? And can come and reassure everybody that Daejhanae has been incarcerated. Come and show us that. Send it to me. I want to know with you. Hurry up. Because you all up and through the chat. Hurry up and send it to me so we can see it together. I want to see what your eyeballs have seen. I'm jealous. That you know all of this and I don't. Hurry up. I'm jealous. Sean Davis Show at IG. I will pull it up right now. Sean Davis Show at IG. I want to see what her mama saw too. I want to see what her mama posted too. I'm jealous. Y'all know everything, so hurry. I want to know everything too. Hurry up. Send it to me. Hurry up. Oh my word. You do not got to see this by yourself. You do not have to know this alone. Let us hold your hand. Let us walk through all of this information you got with you. We want to come too. I want to be a part of this. Send me the number. Like that. That's it. That's all. Right. We waiting. Big Dot. We're waiting. What happened? Right. But no, let them, girl. Let them. Because as far as I know, Shanquella mom does not have social media. She does not. Now her sister does. But her mom, she don't have social media. But she swear her mama posted it. A person with no IG, no Twitter. The most that woman had was a Facebook. And it shouldn't even use it. But okay. All right. Okay. The majority of those pages are fake pages. One thing about Kenneka Jenkins' mom, with Kenneka Jenkins' mother, Teresa, you knew she was on social media because she was always live. She would go live, she would talk, she would come on Facebook live, she would go on Instagram live, she would do that and she would speak. Salamandra does not. She does not. So for all the people, she got this and she got that. How do you know that's her? Is she live from it? Is she posting current videos from it? Is she posting current pictures from it? Like of her life, not of past pictures and things like that. It's like y'all tried it. Like, girl, that's why don't nobody got any IG lives of her, no Facebook lives of her, because the woman is simply not on social media. She is an older woman. She ain't on no social media like that. The most the woman had was Facebook. And Facebook and IG is connected. So that's why the IG came up. But she didn't even have a picture up or anything like that. And that woman is getting blown up by people to do interviews and all of that. If y'all clout chasing now, stop chasing her. Maybe she would keep a social media. But y'all all up in the DMs and stuff. Interview. Okay. All right. Girl, this would be hilarious. During an interview, she stated this as well. Shaquilla's mom said out of her own mouth, people have made fake pages of her. Big Dot. People starting GoFundMes, fake cash apps, all of that. They've done the same thing with all of the Cabo Six. All of the Cabo Six have many troll accounts. Many on top of many, on top of many, on top of many. But y'all swear for Lord that y'all be knowing what y'all talking about. Then why folk come, oh Lord, why did her daddy just say this? Oh my God. The mom allegedly posting that the person is in jail, but this is where we at with the daddy.
So other than that, nobody. Only thing I heard, I ain't hearing from nobody down there.
Really?
Nobody. Nah.
Hear her from nobody. Yet the mom on the other side of the town posting that the Daejhanae in jail. Like what? Salamandra on the left side of town, on the north side of town, posting that Daejhanae has been arrested, but the father on the other side of town crying today, this morning, on the other side of town crying, talking about he ain't heard from nobody. Why wouldn't his ex-wife call him and tell him the good news? Shut up. Not you, Adrian, not you, girl. Not you. You ain't saying I'm gonna love you. But the people that say, oh, her mom, you do know her mom posted it. Oh, she did. Oh, she did. Oh, she did she? Okay, girl. Okay, because you following a fake page. Okay, girl. Hilarious. Getting fined now said, I reported the page. I don't know why it's still even up. The account wasn't open until like 2 weeks ago. Make that make sense. Troll. Absolutely. Absolutely. I couldn't agree with you more. Stand for something or you'll fall for anything. Shout out to Sade. Agreed. Right, we do facts. We do facts. Emil, tell them. We do facts. We don't want to hear speculate. None of that. It's too much of that out there already. This is the problem with the misinformation. That's why I said if people have something factual, let's put it on screen so we can show people facts. Something tangible that we can actually go off of. Not just blue suits and chiclets. Like, yeah, no. No. He's one of the greatest attorneys in the world, but he on YouTube. I be getting my attorney on. Instead of going around, clout chasing, because that's what it's giving. And that's what it's giving. Her lady said we have no receipts that she is arrested, no photo or anything. Agreed. Where's the receipts? Where's the proof that she is arrested? Where? That's what we want to see. Like, what is the problem? Like, why do people get mad at us because we want proof? Well, this person said it's so. If you go to this person's channel, so. If you go to this person, so. We don't care about what they said. I want to know what they proved, what they showed, what they put up. What receipts? I could say right now, Daejhanae's in jail. How is that true? So y'all want me to go put on a blue suit? And shave my head? Like what? Do I have to put that on to tell y'all that she's not in jail and y'all believe me? Because I find that weird. Well, we're going to believe him. Because of what? Hurry up. Hurry up. Please don't say because he's an attorney. Their main tagline is that they lie, right? Don't attorneys lie? I've seen Liar Liar. I know what you guys do. I know you guys do. I'm going to keep this. The goddamn suit is blue. So, yeah, I've seen Liar Liar. I've seen it. I know you people do. So you guys lie. Right. Okay, you guys do anything to protect your client, right? Even lie? Oh, okay. Just check it. Okay, because for some reason, I don't know why the attorney becomes truthful because his name is a part of it. They don't tell the truth. Y'all hate lawyers. Most of us do. We hate attorneys because we already know that, especially if they protected somebody that's lying on us. Gross. So now you guys like them? Now we like the police too now? Or what? Are they not the ops anymore? Because as far as I'm concerned, attorneys are, right? They're liars. Like that's what they do. Anything to win. So, okay. I don't know attorney meant trustworthy. I I guess that's new. Is that 2022 thing? Now lawyers are in. Okay. So yeah. Yeah. Oh no, don't say that. Please don't say ex attorney. Because what he got that suit on for? Why the suit? Why over there hot for nothing? Like, what's with the suit? Like, what, to look like one? Because please don't say X. Please don't say that. Don't do that. Don't say X, Lord. Does he have a job? Oh my God. Oh girl, not a I used to be. Not a I used to be. Like, not a I used to be. I was. He can't give no advice. 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 Ooh, that was good. Ooh, that was good to me. Now I'm getting hot. Yeah, I mean, if you're a woman of a particular age, I can see you seeing. You're a woman of a particular age. I could see why you. I could see why you would probably. Fine, okay. Ooh, y'all say any nigga fine that y'all think got a job. Ooh, he got a job, girl. He fine. Y'all hilarious. Y'all hilarious. Is he still fine now that he's not an attorney? Was that the most attractive thing about him? Okay. Y'all be thinking he fine because y'all think he gonna get y'all off that case. Here, Flip. Yes, I vetted Geraldo. And I noticed that Geraldo is a liar from Mexico. Geraldo. El Shutabo is all I can say about Geraldo. Credible, I will say that he is a real reporter. He is. I will give him that. I've looked at other stories that he's worked on with a lot of the cartel stories and stuff like that. So, but one thing I will say, Geraldo, I'm messy. Somebody translate that. El Mesio. And I looked at some of your stories from back in the day, and there was a lot of misinformation. There absolutely was. And the thing about it is there was no corrections. It's just more so if he stated some things about some stories, and I could pull it up and show y'all. He stated some things about some stories, and then when the truth came out about the story, he was completely off. And instead of retracting, he just wrote what the new story was. So instead of saying like, y'all, I was super off. Y'all, I was super off, about this or that. It's just no retraction. It's just more so of a, here's the truth. Here's the truth. That's all I got from it. Here's the truth. I'm just like, whoa. Very loud and very wrong, and she ain't gonna check me neither. Nobody she know, husband, son, dog, cat, uncle, grandpa, loud and wrong, mad wrong, just over there with a thumbnail up, wrong, Lord. She over there talking fast, all of this wrong as fuck. Wrong as hell. Now, not gonna tell her I said it. She over there wrong as hell because she ain't put up a piece of evidence that girl in jail. But she saw this and she saw that. Okay. She in jail. Prove it. Instead of loud like this in front of the camera with a thumbnail up, a Daejhanae. I'm gonna be having somebody come on my channel, and they're gonna come on here with the same lies that he don't want to say there with. She came live loud and wrong, and I'll tell it to her goddamn face. You were wrong, girl. Liar. You were wrong, girl. Now what? You were wrong. I'll drop the link for Dennis Byron. Shout out to Dennis Byron. You were wrong, girl. And she can hit the link too. If she here, you can hit the link too. And you can come up here with all this and tell me how you know she in jail. Hurry up. Come up here, Cloud Chaser. Girl, don't you talk about the Kardashians? Like, okay, girl. All righty. And all of a sudden, you a true crimer? When this happened? When this happened, sweetie? This is why y'all should stick to y'all lane. Like, girl. She came live loud and wrong. Nope. Nope. Ain't no mug shot or nothing. Now tell a YouTuber to go live with a mug shot. Tell a YouTuber that's saying that she in jail to go live with a video of her going to jail. Tell a YouTuber to come live with some form of the federal government, whether Mexican or American, that states that they have her in custody. Can't none of them hoes do it. None of them. But they swear they know. What you know? What you know? No, you telling us what you was told, what you went and read some damn where. Girl, bye. She ain't in jail. She ain't in custody. Prove it. When did they become mainstream media? They're not. They're not. These YouTubers are not mainstream media. Not even me. No, I'm not mainstream media. No, I do not know she's in jail. I know she isn't. I know she ain't incarcerated, because if she was, there would be a mugshot. Definitely, for sure. Miranda rights would have been read to her and all of that. They would have told her about the charges that's pending on her in Mexico, where she will be being extradited to, and that they will be holding her in custody under a provisional arrest until the extradition process is complete. She has a right to an attorney. She has a right to all of those things. And then even in the extradition process, did Blue Suede suit, did him and them damn teeth over there tell y'all that if they do try to do a provisional arrest on her, that if there's something that affects her immediate family, that the request for her to be actually detained, like arrested, can be withdrawn, like to where they'd be like, no, we have to leave her there because of things she has going on with her family and whatnot. Like if she's taking care of somebody that's sick, or something's wrong with her child, you know, or anything like that, or she has nowhere for her child to go, or something like that, they will let her stay free, but the extradition process will still continue. So they'll keep a close eye on her. She already can't fly out of the country, you know, or anything like that, but they'll keep her close. And then when it's time for them to arrest her so she could be extradited, they will. But even in cases she could fight that, she absolutely can. Here, flip. So, I mean, whenever people get done, so she can literally fight it. She can. Like, I don't know why nobody's saying that, because she can. She absolutely can. Let me pull it up. Let me show y'all, because that's the problem now. It's just a bunch of people talking, ain't showing ish, but they just keep talking. They all in front of the camera, loud and wrong. Hold on, just in case Dennis Byron still on the call. The link is for Dennis. Hold on, let me pull this up. Girl, I don't know about the Geraldo. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. The jury is still out. It is still out. Let me pull this up. Okay. Okay, well, let's read this. The arrest of a fugitive in response to a request of the provisional arrest results in considerable demands on the time of the action officer. Once the fugitive is arrested, the extradition officer must carefully monitor the process of the case by close contact with local officials, attending extradition hearings where possible, and reporting significant developments to the LIE. When the fugitive is also a U.S. citizen, developments should be reported to the CAOC as. Okay, hold on right here. Okay, hold on. I want to read to y'all where. Okay, I'm just reading it off. When seeking the arrest of a fugitive, the prosecutor provides the necessary information. Hold on, let me look at the screen, make sure. Okay, Dennis is not up here. Provides the necessary information to the Department of Justice. The information is then transmitted to the department and to the post concerned by telegram in standard format, including the known or presumed location of the fugitive. In urgent cases, when time is of the essence and the fugitive is known to be traveling to the country concerned on a specific air carrier or other means of transport, the department may email information to post subject to procedures in 7 FAM 1616, paragraph F, followed by formal instruction telegraph. Right here, upon receipt, provisional arrest, instruction, the post may make requests. No, this is not what I want to read. I want to read that she can fight it. She absolutely can. Rule officer, participate, blah, we already know that. Okay, we know that too, must be down here. I'm sorry, I just have to find it because I want to reach all this because it is important to know. It is important. Shout out to MP. Federal mugshots are always publicly available. This is the thing. It would have to be. It would have to be. Again, this case is too public for them to be doing things in secret. Like, that is the thing. Like you just said, federal mugshots aren't always. Again, I would agree with that. But in this case, it definitely would be a public situation. As much of a deal as America has made of this case to why the FBI is involved at all, they're going to put the information out. They're going to make sure we know that that person is apprehended. They absolutely are. They're not going, this is nothing to hide. They need to be open. Now, they're not going to let us know everything, but that the person has been apprehended, they're definitely going to let us know that. They definitely are. At least in Cali, they aren't. However, if she was arrested, there should be some sort of record in Pacer. BOP wouldn't have info because there's no conviction. That I agree with. From however she was, I agree with everything else she said. I agree with all of that. Shout out to MP. I agree with all of that, sweetie. That I definitely. Right, Homeland Security don't do much shots either. Hold on. Shout out to Dennis Byron. Hold on, let me move this. Hello, Dennis.
Sean, what's going on, brother? How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Man, you got me a stitch. I was about to put my suit on, and I said, well, I'm going to hold off on that one right now. But listen, I'm not going to, first and foremost, I'm not going to talk about any YouTubers who have reported this. My statement is going to be general, and I do commend you because you are so freaking entertaining.
Thank you.
What's going on, brother? What's going on?
I'm just hanging out. Dennis, what do you think about all this? So you went down to Cabo, correct?
Absolutely.
Now, how did that go?
Well, because I'm still working on my story, I can't really talk about that part, but I can talk about the latest thing that I tweeted. When people have reached out to me saying, why did the reporter say what he said from Mexico? I'm like, I have nothing to do with what he said. I actually verified it with the FBI.
Oh, okay. So what did you, okay, with the verification, do you have any information if Daejhanae is arrested or not?
Well, again, I never said any individual.
Okay.
I can just tell you that the FBI has not arrested, detained anyone part of this Cabo 6. No one's been detained.
Okay. And Dennis Byron is a person that does his credential work. He is very so much one that verifies all of his sources and information. He found Transrena Kibi for Cardi B, y'all. When Cardi B couldn't find, she couldn't find Transrena. So Dennis Byron collected Tasha K for Cardi B. So yes, Dennis is very credible. He's a very credible source. And again, he only talks about the things that he can prove. That's what I like about Dennis. Dennis deals in facts, okay? And as of recently, Dennis, he's also a journalist. He's went down to Cabo and, retraced the steps of the Cabo 6, okay? So he's very so much, on the case, okay? He was in Mexico talking to certain people from Mexico about certain things that involves this case with Shanquella. So he is stating that he has contacted and spoke to certain parties, and as far as he knows, no one is in custody.
Sean, I can also say that I've spoken to Mexican authorities as well, and I'm in communication with them. So I don't know anything about any other reporter because I don't follow other reporters' work because then the foundation of my work would be suspect.
Right. Absolutely.
So now I just came on just as just to clarify, and I think that all those who have falsely reported it, don't just remove the video, make another video and retract it, and just say
Absolutely.
for the family. Because just think about, I'm a father, I'm a parent. Think about you as a parent not having the information told to you by the authorities, but you seeing it all over the internet. Like you just brought the father up, and he's obviously, upset what he's hearing. And I think it's, it at some point we have to just put a pause on this and just let the people who are actually trained to do this, and I get it. People want to get resolved. No one wants to get more resolved than the family.
Absolutely.
No one wants to know the truth more so than the family. And I think that it's disingenuous for anyone to just run out there and jump out the window when they have not even did any work, have not invested in flight tickets, they have invested in talking to the right people. There's a lot of things going on behind the scenes that I can't talk about for two reasons. It may compromise the outcome of this family getting justice.
Thank you. So I'm glad you said that. So now I know you don't follow the reporters and stuff like that, but with the information that this reporter has been leaking, because you went to Mexico, you were in Cabo, and you are in contact with the Mexican authorities. You're not even stating certain information that you found out because, again, you don't want to jeopardize the case or do anything that can make matters worse. How do you feel
Let me ask
about
you this before you ask your question? This is very important. Has anyone seen an arrest warrant? Actually,
no. And that's another thing too. Nobody's name is on this alleged warrant either, because it's like, how do you issue a warrant but no name? That's weird. So it's like you're issuing the fact that a warrant issued but no name.
Let me say this: if you're in Mexico and you're a Mexican reporter, you would probably have the ability to go to the Cabo Police Department and ask for a copy and provide it.
Of the warrant.
Right. Absolutely. But there are things I don't want to really talk about next. I kind of like let people just, do their thing, and then we'll have the actual story. And I'll just say and I'll say this. I know you have issues with TMZ and so forth, or some of the Radar, or some of the other bigger outlets. But if it's not being reported on those sites, and I'm not just I'm not really a YouTuber. I do YouTube, but I would just say that if it's going to be a breaking story, not just someone saying breaking news, if you don't break real news, then chances are you might be being led down the wrong path.
Yeah.
And
you've written for TMZ before, right?
I'm a stringler for TMZ. I'm a stringer. A stringer means that I cover a lot of stories independently for them. But I would just say this: I communicate with you. You ask a question, I'm gonna answer it. I'm just what I'm wondering is some of these people have actually communicated with me in the past. They never reached out to me and said, "Hey, I know you're working on the story. Can you at least provide any information?" And if you have a big platform, chances are I'm going to provide some information, because you don't want misinformation out there, which again compromises the investigation.
Yeah. Do you think that this reporter that has been spewing this information is compromising Mexico's investigation?
I don't even know him. You've read some of his story. I don't even know him. I don't know him.
But
the thing is, that for me as an American journalist, it's very important, because this could have, and I'll say this, and this is just hypothetical. I don't want to say too much, but if this was plotted in America, I would just say that the Department of Justice, by way of the FBI, might in fact have jurisdiction. I'll say that much. If there's a text message of them plotting this before they left American soil, it becomes American case.
So you're saying if there was anything premeditated before
Absolutely.
the Cabo 7 got there, before Shanquella, then
Absolutely.
it is jurisdiction of them because the crime technically started here.
Absolutely.
Oh, interesting. I didn't even think of that. That is very interesting. Very interesting.
So when people say, "Why did you go to Mexico?" They live here. Why did you go here? And the crime happened in Mexico. You have to follow where it started from, or where you believe it started from. But you just don't ignore any possibilities. You don't, you look under all the rocks. But I don't bad, I get I get what you're saying about these other people reporting this. I wouldn't, run out there without even reaching out to the family. Don't you think?
Well, and I said that too. I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, well, why would y'all come tell you two if the family don't know? Because Bernard's live this morning discussing it and just saying he hasn't been in contact with anyone.
Thank you. That's a point. That's a very good point. Why hasn't no one said, hey, I got 300,000 people that I'm telling the story to. Did you even talk to the family?
Not at
It's
all.
one-on-one. It's one-on-one. You reach out to the family. Then let them know, hey, I'm about to do a story. Are you aware of this? They would be the first people contacted in the event of an arrest.
Right. They would be. And I thought the same thing. I'm just like, well, why wouldn't, if there was an arrest, why would the family not be? They would at least tell them that they made an arrest in this case to reassure them the fact that they're on it, that they are going to try their hardest to bring them justice. We're not promising anything, but we have made an arrest. They may not even state the name, but they would at least tell them that an arrest was made.
Absolutely. And the other thing that you have to consider is that they are American citizens. This arrest is not going to happen overnight. I mean, it's a process. You've read some of the process through Interpol, but there's a process of American citizens. Because if they want to fight extradition, then a district judge has to have a hearing.
And that's the thing. They can fight this extradition, correct?
Absolutely.
They can fight this extradition. So people just thinking like, oh, she's arrested, they're going to send her over there. It doesn't work like that. If they want to fight it, they can. And if they have something immediate going on within their family, even arresting them and putting them on hold until the extradition process is complete, because again, it is a process. They can still be here in America free, doing their daily thing until the extradition part to where they're going to be extradited happens, because that they couldn't avoid. They can't avoid the extradition once the judge approves it. But I mean, at that point, if Daejhanae came out right now, and if they came to her and said that they want to arrest her, and she said that she was loaded up.
I would say I'm not going to say any one of their names, and for me, I can't say Daejhanae from Elisa or any other of the Cabo 6 because, again, you have not seen an arrest warrant. We've seen a fight video. We can deduct from that fight video that it was one aggressor. But we didn't see, or we don't know if there's another video that can support someone else doing harm to her.
Do you think the warrant is real?
I have not seen a warrant.
Have you requested to see the warrant?
Absolutely.
And if I can, was that to no avail?
Can't comment.
Oh. See, look, I'm gonna need you to hurry up with this investigation because I got a lot of questions for you, Dennis. So
I know you do. I know you do, Sean.
So with no one seeing their worst, because I agree with you. Now, there's been many news outlets and whatnot that have reported that there is an arrest warrant that has been issued, but no one has posted the actual warrant. That's one thing that I didn't notice. Like the autopsy was posted, the death certificate was posted, even this alleged police report was posted, but there has been no posting of this alleged warrant.
This is an international case. Many moving parts. Local police in North Carolina has given this case or deferred it to the FBI. So you just have to watch, what happens in the next couple of days, maybe a week.
So if this decides not to, go forward, and with the extradition, and they have to maybe get to the process to where America may have to bring charges up on the Cabo Six, including Daejhanae, would that happen in North Carolina?
Again, I won't say what name, but I would just say that I believe there will be an arrest or multiple arrests forthcoming.
Interesting. With the extradition, if said person is sent back over there, this alleged person that they're looking for, do you think that there'll be any form of a trial with Mexico, or do you think it's just going to be hit it and quit it?
I think they will, obviously, because America's watching. There will be a trial. America's watching. They're not just going to surrender an American citizen to another country and not assure the country of Mexico assured that she will get or he will get proper justice. They're not just going to do that, because that will be one of the, if you think that if there's a hearing and there's some evidence that this person is not going to be treated fairly as an American, do you think they're really going to turn that person over?
See, that's what I was saying. America has to protect their citizens. So they're not just going to, with extradition, they're not just going to just go send someone to be slaughtered. Like they're not going to do that. So again, that's why the case has to be open and shut when they send it through Interpol over here, because we need to know that they did, we need everything before we even consider giving you our citizens. So America will still protect Daejhanae. They're not just going to just throw her away, because that's how America feels. Like we feel like they should just throw her to the wolves, but they're not going. That's not how the process works. It does not work that way.
So you're honed in on Daejhanae, apparently.
Absolutely. But see, it's not me just being honed in on her. I'm honed in on all six. But with that video being out there, that is why everyone feels as if she would be their main aggressor. In what Mexico stated. Now, again, an aggressor can be looked at as many ways, but they said that it was a direct attack. So that means that it was purposeful, like it was done deliberately, type of situation. So again, this process, it could take, it could not fall into the favor people think, like it's just, they are going to detain her, then they're going to just send her over there. It's not that simple. It's really not. And she has rights as an American. She's not in Mexico yet. So while she's still here in America, she has rights. And won't there be a trial or a court date before she's extradited? Won't there be like an extradition, like court date, and stuff like that here in America?
If she has a good lawyer, Will, it should be. That's one-on-one. They're just not going to surrender her. What I would say is that if you are really serious, not you per se, but people who are following the story, hit the Justice Department, DOJ, Merrick Garland. He's the head of the DOJ, Department of Justice. Listen, we need this case. We need you guys to move aggressively on this. Tag the FBI. No different than what I did today. I tagged the FBI. I didn't just hide it behind a hashtag. I tagged them.
No, you're right. We should be pulling that up, and I'm gonna start doing that today because you're right. Because that's true. Like we need to put our best foot forward if we truly want Shanquella to have justice. Like we need to go by any means necessary. Sometimes talking is not enough.
Right. The FBI, Merrick Garland, the White House. Just that's where you make the noise at. These are the people that you've elected to do the job. I say Black lives don't matter until we are held accountable for the crimes that we commit as well.
Absolutely. So with the case of her, because you keep saying like I'm stuck on Daejhanae, like you got somebody else in mind. But with her allegedly being extradited with this process, with an arrest allegedly being made, if it was made, how public do you think the FBI will be with that in America?
Very public. I've covered many federal cases, many crimes, from the Unabomber to a ton of federal cases. This will be something that will be a press release will be done, and it will be made to it will be made available for the media.
Mm-hmm.
And this is why it hasn't been reported on major news sites, because we have access. We have access to this stuff. Can't just jump out the window. It's career ending.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know right now with YouTube. I don't think so.
Yeah. Especially ex-attorneys. So with that being said, with the people.
What are you doing over there, Sean? What are you doing over
there? I'm just saying, like I'm just gonna be trying it. So with the extradition process and them being public about it, I agree, because again, this is like you said, international case. This is a big story, so they're going to want the public to know, because the public is the reason this case has gotten so big in the first place. Absolutely. So why would the FBI, the feds especially, want to keep this quiet? It's too big to be silent about. Like, that doesn't make sense.
Because you got to think about this as well. While there are people calling for the arrest of individuals involved, there are also people who want to make sure that the government is doing everything right, dotting their I's, crossing their T's. This is a really interesting case. If you can think back to cases involving murder in other countries, and then brought back the people coming back to America. Have you ever heard of a case like this? No. Have you ever heard of a case where an American or Americans committed a crime in another country, with the exception of military, and they come back to America, and there's issue about extradition, fighting to not be brought back to another country? They're not doing that.
Yeah,
it's not happening. They're going to make sure that I's are dotted, T's are crossed.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to University Marie. I saw she said in the chat that the feds probably don't want the drama. It's already too much drama. Like, this will get rid of some of the drama, by stating publicly that we have the assailant that we have been pursuing and whatnot. That this would cause ease, to the communities and whatnot, especially the people that are concerned about this case and want to draw in justice. So it will be helpful to them to let them know, because right now there's drama and people angry because they feel like nothing's happening, nothing's being done, they don't care. So it's what the energy is giving. So it's like the feds would at least let the family know that they have collected the individual, the start process of it. Now, they might not even say the name, but they will state that person has been apprehended. It's no different than this alleged warrant. They didn't say the name, but they did state that there was a warrant. So it would be the same thing, I feel. Even if they didn't want to list who was arrested or who was detained, they would still let it be known that someone has been detained.
There's some things that is the reason why the FBI hasn't said anything. First of all, they don't really give you an update on their investigation, other than the investigation has come to a conclusion.
Right.
They never make comments on ongoing investigations. You'll know the results when they release it, unless you have connections. You got people, obviously share information. But that comes in years. No one's putting their job on the line to compromise an investigation. They're not going to do that.
And I would agree. That's why with this reporter man, why it's so confusing with him running around spewing all of this information, because this is an open investigation and it's federal. It's an international federal case. So with the information that he's coming forward with, it just doesn't necessarily make sense with the case so broad. And not just that, it's open. It's not like it's come to a conclusion and they're coming forward with this information, because then some information will be listed as public when the conclusion is made. But they're still in the process of collecting evidence and things in that nature. So why would all of this information?
Well, Sean, you're asking the right questions. You're asking the right questions. Hopefully, people are listening. That's all I can say.
I find that so weird. I'm just like, well, he's a liability, at this point with this investigation. And even if they can't prove that he's a liability with his source that he has, again, this is an open investigation. So you're still affecting it because he is the reason everybody in America, the ones that are reporting on it, they're reporting on it because him. So if we all know that it's him, it's like Mexico knows that too. So who is this source? Because they can't be too reliable. I just don't see the police department having a leak like that. Like this is an open, pending investigation, international, to where there was an American that was slain on their soil, and they freed all of the people that did it by letting them flee back into their country. This is big. Like this isn't a small little case. Like it's not like Shanquella was a citizen of Mexico, that she was born there, and that's not the case. She came with them, you know, type of situation. So this is big, a very big case. And for him to have all this information.
I want to say one last thing. I would not just hone in on one person. I could just say that.
With the Cabo 6.
Exactly.
Is it winter? Dennis, tell me, Dennis. It's either winter or Khalil. It's one or the other, Dennis. Okay? It's one or the other. You ain't got to tell me, but your eyebrows are telling me everything. So it's winter or Khalil. Blink once for yes.
I'm trying not to blink now.
Oh my God.
But Sean, thank you for having me on your platform.
No, thank you for coming up. I appreciate it. I really do. Thank you so much for coming. And you are invited here anytime. You know, you are definitely a friend of the show, Dennis. I appreciate everything you do. I love that you deal in receipts. I love that you are true to the journalistic integrity, to actually have an integrity in the things that you say and putting truth and fact behind what you are saying, instead of just being a clout chaser, because you definitely could be with your credentials, and you choose not to be. And I appreciate that. I really do. It's nice to be able to speak to a genuine journalist.
I would say this. You notice I haven't did any YouTube videos on this case.
None, not one.
It's for a reason.
Mm-hmm. And then you got the other person just everywhere. You got the other person just everywhere. Thank you, Dennis.
You know how YouTubers get, you'll start mixing me up in some kind of mix. You know, I'm good.
It's too late. It's too late. You already in trouble. You already in trouble. We're gonna be talking about you, all of that, because you can't believe this.
Oh my God.
It's too late. You're already.
Listen. I can't. I really can't.
It's a lot. It's a lot. Yeah, Dennis knows something, lady girl. Yeah, y'all know Dennis channel is under Dennis Byron. Y'all get over there and subscribe to my boy Dennis. He does commentary on YouTube, just not ever so often because he is really busy. You catch him on Instagram. Follow him on Instagram. He does a lot on Instagram. There's a lot of updates and stuff that he puts on Instagram and whatnot. Dennis,
can I say one thing before I leave?
You go right ahead. Go right ahead.
I'll be in California covering the Tory Lanez trial starting next week. But I'll call you and let you know what's going on, Sean. Don't worry, I got you.
You better.
I got you.
Because I'm gonna be looking out for your phone call. Like, oh, Dennis, what's going on? Dennis, tell me the tea.
I got you, my brother.
And good luck with that case there. And safe travels. You've been traveling a lot, so safe travels, man. Make sure you get
my age. I don't know. I tell you, man.
You be all over it.
I'm literally at home probably maybe 6 days in a month. It's crazy. 6 to 7 days in a month.
I believe you. I absolutely believe you.
But definitely, brother, I appreciate what you're doing. You know, the show is very entertaining, and I had to come on. I said, wait a minute, Sean, I didn't know who you were talking about with the same suit. I didn't know who you was talking about. I didn't know who you talking. And I'm still not going to say that.
Your buddy.
It's late. I didn't say. I did say his name.
No, you didn't.
Okay.
Shout out to Dennis Byron. Thank you again. Thank you so much for coming on to the show. Y'all get over there and subscribe to my boy Dennis. Okay, y'all get over there. I love me some Dennis Byron. I love him. He tells the truth. That's what I like about him. Like he be having facts. Like he has proof behind what he's saying. Like Dennis ain't said nothing about Daejhanae being in jail, and he's been following this story. And if she was in jail, he would state it. But he's gonna get proof of it. He ain't gonna say nothing until he has proof. Dennis went to Cabo recently and retraced all of the Cabo 6's steps. He wouldn't stay at the B&B. He wouldn't talk to the Mexican authority. He went to the local Cabo St. Del Lucas police department. He did all of these things, unlike these other people that's just sitting down waiting for somebody else to come and tell the tea with no receipts. So again, he's actually doing the groundwork. So as far as we're concerned, no, where's the proof? Where? Hold on, no, oh no. Sean Deviway Show at IG. Send me the number. Send me the proof. If you don't have any proof, shut up. Shut up. Shut up. We don't want to hear what nobody said. I don't want to hear who you watched, who you listened to. Send me a link with a mugshot. Send me a link with a court date. Send me a link of something. But don't send me no link of this. I don't want to hear what nobody said because they're all liars. Any YouTuber that is saying that Daejhanae is in jail is a liar. And I will say it to their face. I will drop the link for them. I'll come to their show. They can drop the link for me. And I'll go right up there and tell them to their face, you're a liar. That's simple. So, I mean, if you don't have any receipts back on what you're saying, shut up talking to me. Go take that ish elsewhere to the gullible. I'm not gullible. I like to deal in fact. Fact. Not what you heard. Here, flip. So as far as we're concerned, the extradition process is still a process. Okay? The beginning of the process is making it so that no one can travel, or that person cannot travel out of the country. They suspended their passports. That's as far as it's gotten. It has not gotten to an actual provisional arrest to where she was arrested. That would be public knowledge. The FBI will want that known even if they didn't state the name of the person arrested. Even if. They will still say that the person is arrested. They'll still say, if you don't like anger, leave. If you don't like anger, leave. Why are you here? Better question. Why are you so angry? Would you ask me why I'm so happy? Would you ask me why I'm so sad? Then don't ask me why I'm angry. I'm annoyed because I want justice. And there's way too much misinformation going on. Why aren't you mad? If you care about this case, if you want Shanquella to get justice, why aren't you mad? Better question. Better question. You ain't gonna calm me down. I don't know you. Who are you? Ew. Why are you so mad? Why are you so here? How about that? Ask yourself that. Ask yourself that. Why are you so pressed? Like, why you looking how you looking? Like, girl, here flip. Mexico says to have somebody in custody. Send me the link. Y'all keep saying, well, what this person said, what this person said, ain't nobody showed y'all ish. Send me the link. We are over misinformation. They said that Shanquella mama posted today that they have her in custody, and her mama ain't even on social media. So send me the link. I'm dealing in facts. We don't do the he says, she says. Send a link. Sean Deviway Show, IG. I'm not listening to what none of y'all say. Who are y'all? Who are y'all? Who are y'all? Who am I? I'm not family. I'm not none of that. I can't tell y'all nothing about this case that isn't public. And it's not public that she's in jail. It's not. It's not public that she's apprehended. It's people lying publicly about it. Yeah, I give you that. Mm-hmm. Y'all know, but her dad don't. That's what gets me. Y'all know, but her mom don't. And that is what gets me. Y'all know, but her sister don't. And that is what gets me. Can we put it up so I can put up a post to the family and let the family know that there's been an arrest so that we could tag them and the FBI? We can absolutely do that. We can do it here on YouTube in my community. We can do it on Twitter, and we can also do it on my IG. We can tag the family to let the family know that there has been an arrest made. Why y'all know, but the people that love Shanquella, that is truly hurt, crying, devastated over this loss, they don't know. They don't know, but y'all do. Weird. So send it to me so I can let the family know, because they don't know, but y'all do, because y'all care so much more about Shanquella than her own family. Like, y'all care so much more about her than her own family. Y'all don't. It's getting ridiculous. So that's the thing about it. I'm getting annoyed. Nobody mad at what? I'm annoyed. Anger is hooping and hollering, yelling, stump. I ain't doing none of that. I'm sitting here. That's why white people already think that we so aggressive as Black people, because you can't even be annoyed without somebody taking it as anger. I ain't knocked nothing down. I'm sitting right here. My hands ain't doing none of that. I'm sitting here like this talking. Why are you so angry? Shut up. How about that? Why are you talking to me? Why are you looking at me? Why are you listening to me? If you don't like anger, since I'm so angry. I don't know this was anger. I don't know this. I'm 6'4" of greatness. I'm a big dude. So when I get upset, you can tell. Oh, trust me. If this is upset, then what am I when I'm running up on somebody? What is that? What is that? Is that angry? About what? Like, okay, passion, annoyance, those things. Definitely feel those. But anger, I'm not angry. I'm angry at who? Y'all weird. Why are you talking to me? Answer that before you ask me a question. Before I ask him why he's so angry, why am I about to speak to him at all? Let's start there. Okay? Then we can move on. Then we can get to me. Start with you. So, you're so angry. That's why we innocently KILLED now. Because simple passion or annoyance can be taken as anger. Ain't nobody angry. I'm annoyed. That's all. That's all. Tired of the misinformation. That's it. Let's stick to the facts. Because this is for justice. It's getting, because what is annoying me is I feel like people are talking about this now like it's a sector. It's not. Let's get justice for this girl so we all can move on. That's what I thought it was about. I'm trying to move on to other commentary and other people that need assistance, but I'm really trying to do my due diligence to keep up with this as well. But there's so much misinformation going around. I feel like we need someone to come through with some type of clarity. Somebody that's going to tell the truth no matter what, whether they're wrong or was wrong, or I would rather follow those people. I'm not trying to, no, I ain't, I haven't interviewed anybody, and I ain't planned on it. So anything anybody's going around saying, it does nothing for my credibility, because again, they're not saying it on my platform. Okay? I'm not interviewing grieving fathers and grieving mothers. That's not me. That's not me. To me, that's a clout chase. I don't care who don't like it. Oh, well, it's clout chase. It is. It is. It's that simple. That man, Bernard, could barely even talk about that girl without breaking down. But y'all want him on y'all shows? Y'all want him on y'all show? But y'all care. This is about Shanquella. If it was about Shanquella, then you could do what I would do, which would be have a conversation with him behind the scenes. I talked about Raz B and getting Raz B justice for over a year. I have Raz B's phone number and he has mine. Ask Raz B if I ever asked him for an interview. No, I care too much about his mentality, his mental, to do something like that. It's never been about a clout chase for me. It was always to get Raz justice. That's what it was for. And Raz has interviewed other places. I never one time asked him for an interview. When we talked, it was outside of this. because I truly care about Rasby and his mental and what he went through. I care about it. So since I do, there's no need for me to use him. I don't mind talking to to Bernard, but I'm not interviewing him. There's no reason for it. I don't mind talking to him behind the scenes, checking on his mentality, seeing if there's anything that I could do for him, help him in any way, shape, or form. Is there anybody that he feels that needs to be contacted that isn't being contacted? Is there any way that I could use my platform to help that? That's what I would do. I don't need to interview him for what? For what? What does that have to do with justice for Shanquella? It doesn't. It don't have anything to do with it. So I'm sorry, that's not me. And I'm not going to turn into that person for y'all entertainment. I'm not going to do it. That's not why I'm here. It's that simple. I could interview plenty of people. Ex-boyfriends, Bernard, Geraldo. I could have interviewed all of them for what? For what? Interview Geraldo for what? He ain't got no proof of nothing. What we got to talk about? What do we have to talk about? Everybody that's interviewing him keeps coming forward, basically talking about some, I don't know. Then why did you interview him? I thought we interview people we believe. If you're going to question the majority of what a person is saying, then there's no reason to, because you don't believe them. That's why you're supposed to interview people you believe, because then the audience will too, because you can show the audience why you believe them. Nobody can show us reasons to why we need to believe anything Geraldo has said. But I don't have to go on a campaign or retract or do anything like that because I have not interviewed anybody. I have not. So if Geraldo was lying, I don't follow Sean. I haven't talked to him. There's nothing that I would need to retract. There's no proof that Daejhanae is arrested, but everybody that's interviewed Geraldo is going or spoke to him is going around stating that she is in custody. If she is not, which it doesn't seem as she is, that means that Geraldo's source lied to him. And instead of people doing retractions, they're doubling down on it. Doubling down on what with what? You don't have a mugshot, a court date, nothing. You don't have any of that. You don't have any of that. Weird. Yeah, you got blocked because you're an idiot. The person said, oh, you just interviewed somebody a few seconds ago. Was it Geraldo? No. Was it Bernard? No. Was it Salamandra? No. You're weird. There's nothing that was just discussed in my interview, well, not even an interview, conversation with Dennis, and that was just random. That wasn't planned or anything, weirdo. That I would have to retract. What? What? Dennis didn't come over here saying who arrested and who this and who that. He didn't say that. He came over here with fact. I contacted people that would know that she's arrested, and nobody says that she is. What's to retract? What's to retract? What are we doing? That was a conversation. That's what I'm saying. Y'all idiots. Like y'all weird. Y'all really are. That's idiotic. Idiotic. That wasn't no ex-boyfriend. None of that of Shanquella. Nothing. It was a journalist that's been working on this story and has integrity because, again, he could have came over here with all type of outlandish theories and all of that stuff. He could have. He chose not to. He spoke what he knew. He's not a clout chaser. That's why we had a conversation. Geraldo, I can't say that he's not a clout chaser. I can't say that. All right. Because if he wasn't a clout chaser, then he would have facts based off of what he was saying. So then it doesn't matter. He can go to whatever platform he wants, stating whatever he wants, as long as he has something to back it up. Nothing. Nothing. Him being a reporter is not enough. He's a reporter in Mexico. So his credibility, he don't have none in America. Where's his credibility in America? He doesn't have any here. As far as I know. There's no, Geraldo, the Mexican reporter for the Metropoli MX, has no credibility in America. He does not. And the him entering America with his stories, it's too much. The police crooked. They done stole $17,000 from Shanquella. What happened to that? That wasn't in his interview yesterday. There was a second video. Now there's not. He said all that. Everybody's source, because everybody's so thirsty. Instead of just waiting for the police and the Mexican government to actually take care of this, they're so thirsty trying to be YouTube police and figure this out themselves. You hoes are not. Y'all are weird. Weird, desperate individuals that want to click in the view. Because it is not about Shanquella. Because if it's about her, you state facts. You state what you know. And anything you don't know, you let the audience be aware of that you do not know. When they're going around talking about this Bible, okay. This is why YouTubers aren't trusted now, because they just spew out anything. They just say anything. So I'm not one of those people. I'm not just going to come forward and just say something because it's going to make people come. I don't care. And it's not what it's about. It's about getting her justice. And making up accusations stating that the #1 suspect allegedly has been incarcerated and they roaming around free does not help. How is that helpful to getting her justice? Ain't that what it's about? Because if it's about something else, let me know, because then we can start talking about it. We absolutely can. I have plenty of content built up. Plenty of content. I've always been that girl. So I have plenty of content to do, because if it's no longer about getting her justice, we can move on. We can talk about something else. Because just a bunch of lives going forward, people just a bunch of misinformation going around. I ain't in it for that. I'm not in it for people to come and watch. I don't care about that, because I'm going to get watched no matter what. I'm going to get watched no matter what. So it's not about that, sweetie. I promise. I'm going to get watched no matter what. Like, to tell you the truth, I'm going to be watched no matter what. So we can discuss anything. I could talk about paint drying on the wall. How I talk about it is why the people tune in, not what we're talking about. So again, if it's not about getting her justice, we can move on. We don't have to, because there's 3 other cases that we are in the process of working on. 3. So we can move on to those cases. And we can get back to hot topics, our survivings, and going live about trying to get these people justice. We can move on, because it seems like it's plenty of people trying to get Shanquella justice, I guess, if that's what you call it. If that's what you call it. Because it needs to get back to her. Everything, Daejhanae. It's not about her hard-looking ass. It's not about that criminal. This is about Shanquella. Like, hair flip. This is not a competition, because all of y'all will lose. Like Jody did. I mean, Yvette did with Jody tattooed on. When his baby mama was over there with the baby. Because we can move on. Like, I promise you. And no disrespect. Because I really want the Robinson family to have some peace. I know they're going through. I know they are. I know it. So this is what this is for. If it's not about that no more, if it's about a competition to who can release what first, or who has this or who has that, bye. 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 We can go talk about something. Bye. Because, yeah, I promise you. I promise. I promise. Because it's about Shanquella. She passed away. We need to figure out how we can make these people be accountable for their actions. And the heart of a situation as this is because it happened in another country. That's what it's supposed to be about. Last I checked. But not everybody competing. And not compete for what? Gross. It's like, what are we competing for? Now y'all turning into police and FBI agents. Y'all done made Interpol agents and all of this. It's getting out of control. It's looking real clout chasey. Looking real, look at me, look at me, look at me. Pick me, pick me, pick me. Is how it's starting to look. And the YouTubers are making it worse. Like they're not making it better. Y'all got so much misinformation out here. It's ridiculous. And Geraldo, you the main reason. You the main reason. You done F this case up. We don't know what to believe no more. I don't believe nothing. We might as well start from scratch. Because I don't believe anything anymore. Anytime a headline pop up or anything like that, I'd be skeptical. I'd be like, should I even say anything? Because, Lord. I know for a fact I'm not reporting nothing else no YouTuber say. Again, and if it's an interview with a family member, which I'll say from time to time again, Bernard, Salamandra, anything like that, I am going to tune in. Yes, I absolutely am. I will watch. But if it ain't about them bringing, because I know that they care about Shanquella. I know Bernard don't want no clout. I know Salamandra don't want no clout. I know Quilla don't want no clout. I know they want justice. I know they are hurting. I know I know they are grieving. I know that with them. So it's genuine when that camera's in front of them. It is. And they got money. That ain't no broke family. They were well off when Shanquella was alive, going on family trips and all of that. And they was well off after she passed. They ain't fishing for no dollar or nothing like that. That ain't what's going on. That ain't what happened. But all of this other ish, trying to force titles in videos and all of that just to be clicked on, like y'all are trash. Like that is absolute trash. Like this is supposed to be about her. It's no longer about her. I don't feel that way. I don't feel that way. It's whoever can report that Daejhanae is in jail first. I just find that weird. Yes, Ingrid, we just played that. Yes, the father has no idea. He said he has not been in contact with anybody from either side, American or Mexican. He has not been spoke to by either person, either side, about nothing. And they are going to tell the family. If they don't tell nobody else, they're going to tell the family. They absolutely are. If they decide not to do a press conference, or something like that about it, they're at least going to let the family know. Who would it be more dire to know that a suspect has been apprehended than the family? Like the public care more than the family. But you got YouTubers on here, out she this, out she that. How do you know? You don't. You just want to be viewed. Okay, cool. It is what it is. Also, I said, stop sending me other YouTubers. I don't care what none of them have said. I do not care. Now, if there's some proof or receipt of something, cool. I'll entertain it. But how y'all sent me on that wild Gucci chase last night? Oh, this person got a video of her being arrested, and this person got this, and this person got that. No, I'll pass. Y'all can't send me nowhere else. I promise. I will do all my own research from now on when it comes to like that process, because I'm sick of it. I'm tired of it. And we as the community, I feel, is making it worse. We're not helping. Poor Shanquella. If that girl was here right now, I feel like she'd just be like, ugh, like be ready to pour her hair out. Like, wow, what is going on? Y'all doing all of this for what? Because it's no longer about her. What I can say, YouTube. Most people don't like Instagram and stuff like that. I like the fact that they're still posting say her name and justice for Shanquella. I love seeing those things. I follow anything that does it, anything that says it, as a constant reminder that that girl is owed justice. She's owed it. That's the least we can do. That's the least we can do. So, but all of these other ops that don't even talk about these type of situations, follow cases of horror things that have happened to people or missing people and things that they don't follow it at all unless it's viral. Yeah, I'll pass on them. I'll pass. Let them keep talking about the Kardashians and, the stuff that they've been talking about. Now all of a sudden they specialize in this and I know everything. And okay. Okay. Who am I? Who am I? But again, shout out to the Robinson family. Justice for Shanquella Robinson. Okay. That is why we're here. That's simple. And if it's going to move into YouTuber versus YouTuber and information versus information, done. I'll just put on social media, say her name, and just keep promoting her and sharing posts of findings and things like that. I'll just support like that. I'll just support in the corner. I don't mind doing that because, again, I don't want to be a part of that. I don't want to be a part of what they're turning into. What these YouTubers are turning it into, I don't want to be a part of it. I don't, because now it's just lies and blasphemy, all of this stuff just to be viewed. It's like, who cares about that? What is important, because all these people getting all these views and stuff in it, they're lies. It's important to get that amount of views off of the truth. What's the point if it's a lie? So now it's just a whole sector of trans Kibis. Now it's just a bunch of unwinds running around, Lord. Everybody fine publicly lying as long as they get a click and a view. That's where we at. Because I need to move around. Because I'm not about to be boxed in with you weirdos. Oh no. Oh no. Like I said, I will leave this topic. And my audience, my day oneers, no, I'm not playing. I will leave my highest videos, me talking about Diddy. Like whenever a person get through, trust me, I make clout. Oh yeah. I can create it. I can make something y'all ain't even interested in pop. I sure can. I don't need to talk about Shanquella. I don't. I absolutely do not. I talk about her for a reason. Because I would want Shanquella to do it for me. If that happened to me, I would appreciate her truly having my back. Not trying to get no click, no view, no donation, no none of that. Just simply having my back. And if those things come with the process of her having my back, then kudos to her. Bonus Jonas. But to literally do it for that, no. I'm not cool with that. So again, to keep my integrity, and so that people know that I am not a clout chaser, that I'm not clout chasing after a woman who has passed away, I will leave. It's fine. I'm gonna be okay. I'll be just fine. I don't need to talk about her. I don't, especially again if it's gonna turn into a circus. No. I will leave. And again, support in silence, support on other platforms and stuff like that. I'll do it just like that. I don't have a problem with that. But this, the let's all lie together and all of that, no. No, ma'am. I truly want her to have justice. So that's why I will never stop chanting, say her name, and I will never stop supporting it. But I don't have to support it like this. Like it doesn't have to be this way. I could be putting this energy towards something else. Like I have been. I don't know. Here for it. So again, I love you guys. And thank you for all of the super chats and all of that good stuff. Love you, love you, love you, love you. I'm going to get out of here. As far as I'm concerned, I'll say it again. Daejhanae is in no one's custody. Okay, until y'all see it. Stop believing what y'all hear and start believing what y'all see. Believe what you see. That's what we have to be now. We got to be in that world. And only believe half of that. Don't even believe all that 8. Be more so of a tangible person. Request receipts from these people because you don't have to request them from me because when I'm coming forward saying something, I'm showing you why. I'll show you why. When I did that video, Daejhanae arrested, blah, blah, blah. They said it on the news. That was my source. Look, they said it. If it's a problem, talk to them. Why folk come say something to me? Nah, I ain't making this up. You know, so like that's how I look at it. But other than that, yeah, we don't get down like that. Never have, never will. We try to stick with the truth, what's factual, tangible, and we're gonna stay that way. Like, I will not join these lies. I will not do any of that. Gross. I like telling the truth because it's easy to remember. It's hard to remember lies, but it's so easy remembering the truth. So I'd rather stay in that lane, you know. Yeah, justice for Shanquella Robinson. Shout out to the Robinson family again. Poor Bernard. Shout out to the millionaire that YouTube. Shout out to him for interviewing Bernard. He doesn't know anything about an arrest. He said he's been finding things out just like y'all have. The FBI has not told him anything. He's not spoke to them in weeks. He has not spoke to the Mexican government in weeks. As far as he knows, no one has been apprehended. No one is arrested. No one is detained. There's no mugshots. There's no upcoming court dates. There's none of that. Not even an upcoming court date because I will be here in America. Not even an upcoming court date for the extradition. For not even for that. And if she was arrested, that would definitely be upcoming because she would have the right to fight it. As an American citizen, she still has rights. So she will be able to fight it. None of that is public knowledge. None of it. This case is too big for them to be so private. Now, they're going to be private about the details of the case, but arrest, with the federal government, usually two ways they come out and say something with statements. An arrest being made or conclusion. Other than that, they're not going to say nothing. They're not going to say a word. So they're not going to come forward and be like, on this day, at this time, at this address, rearrested, ... No, they absolutely are not. And we don't know how serious, again, Mexico is with this because no one has seen that arrest warrant. No one has laid eyes on him. Nobody. The only reason we know it's in existence is because California, sir. That's the only reason we know that it is allegedly in existence, but we have not seen a photocopy of it. Nothing, not even just the arrest warrant, but stuff blacked out so that we can't see who it is, their race, nationality, anything like that, gender. Not even that. Nothing. It's just allegedly in existence, but nobody's seen it. So again, we don't know how serious Mexico is about this extradition because a red notice can be withdrawn. Okay? So with the red notice being withdrawn, if Mexico does not proceed properly with this case and getting the information over here for extradition, then they can let her go. And if Mexico is not serious about it, that's probably why they filed the red notice and whatnot, just so they can make it seem as if they're going to do something when they have no intention. Because they got to pay for all of this. They got to pay for it all, everything. So them looking for her, locating, all of that. They got to pay for her, them getting her somewhere, they got to pay for that. Them flying her, they got to pay for that. If she wants prosecution, if she wants an attorney, I believe that Mexico may even be responsible for that during her court case here. So I'm going to look that over again too. But Mexico would even be responsible for getting her an attorney for here in America because she would have to do a court date here before going there. They're not just going to just send her over there. It doesn't work like that. She would have court here first. And if she has a good lawyer and that lawyer does her thing and makes it so that the process is rather they get more time, so they get a continuance or put on hold, who knows what would be underneath that attorney's sleeve. So again, none of that is in actuality. None of that. But there's a bunch of people going around saying that it is. Where's your proof? Prove it. Don't say it. Prove it. They can't. Not one document. All you see is that they face on the screen telling you something. If you choose to go with that, you go right ahead. They ain't got nothing to do with me. Just stay away from me. Just stay away from me. That's all I gotta say. Because we dealing with sepids over here Them coupons, y'all be listening to, keep listening to the couponers. Keep listening to them. I care less. But as far as I'm concerned, Daejhanae is not in custody. If she is, send me the link of the mugshot or the court date. That simple. Justice for Shanquella. I love y'all. Again, thank you for all the super chats and everything y'all sent today. I love y'all. I have to get out of here. Thank you, Dennis Byron, for stopping through. Thank you, brother. Until the next show, y'all. Justice for Shanquella. Bye.
Acabei de café preto.